I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard-Race, Galtigobay, everywhere. I am sure sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, yeah. Someone on for the food from young, from we there you need height. I am sure sports. Yeah, dog.
Greetings. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am Omar Stennett. Good morning to you. Hoping you're having a great morning. You know, we have life, and so we give thanks for life. You understand? We may not have all things going for us, but the things that we have going for us, we give thanks, you know, because it could have been worse. We didn't have to be here, but we are here. And so we give thanks. We have our next big show lined up for you today. We're going to discuss, you know, take our show down a different angle. I know you have had a lot of post-match analysis, looking back at the game against Honduras, but we're going to cover all three games. We're going to get some expert analysis from, you know, just other persons. And we're going to have a female who understands the game of football, giving us her views, just from a female perspective. Look at some of the good things and some of the things that can be made better. Yeah, you understand me? We're going to do some of that, and no, don't worry about it. I mean, we're going to set things right. You understand me? We're going to set things right. We're going to look at, like I said, we're going to look at the positives. We're going to look at, you know, the negatives, the things that need to be improved. So jump onto the stream, and as usual, you can support the channel, you can support the work, and it's very simple. All you have to do is hit the like button. Once you're watching the video, hit the like button, and if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Man's not hot pep. All right, big up yourself. Thanks, man. And thanks to Kim Righteous, a Jamaican out there in Baltimore who did that for me, built something for that track to be laid on. You notice the words are original. You understand me? And Sniper King. We have other good stuff coming as well in terms of artists who are footballers. We plan on doing some of those in November. Some of our recording artists who are, who are big footballer in their days. We're going to do some shows with some of them, telling us about their days of playing football. So you can look out for that. You understand me? Because that is coming up. You can also just share the link amongst your friends, so you can have some more of your friends coming on and joining what we have going on right now. Like I said, today we're going to go over all 3 games in this window. We're going to look at the point standing, see where Jamaica is at. Where do we go from here? How can we climb up the table? What needs to be done? How many players we need to add into the team going ahead? So we're going to look at some of those things. Where do we need additional players? Do we need additional players? Um, right? And so we're open to all the thoughts, the ideas of people. But at the end of the day, we want to ensure that we all have mutual respect in the discourse and in the dialogue, right? At the end of the day, our ultimate goal, all of us, should be the best in terms of the football. What would be best for Jamaica's football? And so we must be balanced in our views and in our opinions. Big up Tyrone Williams. Thanks for joining in, man. Much respect. You understand me? So next week we have several interviews for you. We have a few. We have other legends. I mean, we're going to disclose some of the names. But I can tell you that we're going to have Linval Pala Wilson. That's one of the persons that we will be having on the show come next week. We're going to be having Andrew Elder McBailey on the show as well when we get into our Legends Corner. I mean, because we want to know the history of the game and know some of the persons. There are 2 others that I'm kind of holding back because, they are the big deal. Big deal that will be coming up. We also have an interview because one of the things that I am sure sport does is we have contacts in the United States in particular. And so oftentimes we'll find some young ladies, 15, 16-year-olds and some young boys, 15, 16-year-old, whose parents are Jamaican. And so we'll be having one of those young ladies who want to represent Jamaica on the program talking about that, who lives in the United States, because we want to open doors for people in the diaspora, for their kids to have to be able to come to Jamaica, represent Jamaica from the youth level, not just when we get to World Cup qualifying, but we want them to be ingrained in the football system from the youth level. So I am sure sport goes out there and find the 15-year-olds and say, listen, you have Jamaican connection. We interview them, put them in the spotlight, and we also help to channel them into the program. And so we're going to have that. Then we're going to have someone next week who is engaged in women's football, who is going to help. If you have a child in some other part of the world, maybe you're in the United Kingdom, and you want your son and your daughter, who is 15 or so, to represent Jamaica, we're going to have someone who can help you in terms of how to process that, right? Process that going ahead. No Sports Frenzy. You can WhatsApp me. You can WhatsApp me that, and so I can post it. But you also know that our we also have as well our female team playing a practice game in Costa Rica. They have selected a squad really. It's a practice game, so some of our key players, you will not see them because they are in league and have matches, and it's not an official window. It's really a fundraising friendly game. So some of the top players will not be playing. I don't think Jody Brown is there or Khadija Bonishaw. And don't worry, people, you may be seeing us talking to the great Bonishaw in the near future. All right. Crazy RTV, big up, man. Yeah. I agree with you. I understand me, but I what happened is that I wasn't really aware of the conversation, and so somebody just felt like I needed to go on and clarify. But we give thanks. You understand me? All due respect to them. I've no hard feelings, nothing about it, But we really are kind of confident in who we are. We're confident in who we represent, and we're not afraid. We're unashamed of talking about our relationship with God. And it's different. It's okay for other people to have their own opinion on what they believe. I believe that you can pray and God can do what He wants to do. That's God. You understand me? If a next person don't believe that, it's fine. But you can believe what you believe. I believe what I believe. And we're supposed to live in the world with different belief system. In the end, if I'm wrong, I'll find out. If you are wrong, you'll find out. I'd rather believe and be wrong than not believe and be wrong. and that's how I see it. But I'm going to show you the list. Thanks to Sports Frenzy, just gave me an updated list of the female here. My Rottweiler in the background making some noise. Soon get the sons who are at home today. My sons want to come on. Yeah, my sons want to come on and play a game on my sports channel. I tell them that can't work. The man they want to come play some game, PlayStation and all that kind of thing. So let me put up for you. I'm going to put up for you the female team. That is the Jamaica the Jamaica squad. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, the Jamaica squad, and then I'm going to call it out. Yeah, I'm going to call it out for you. So if you can't see it, then you'll probably yeah, man, you'll probably hear the names on it. So all right, let me call out the names for you. All right, the squad, there's Sydney Schneider. She's from Washington Spirit. She's a goalkeeper. You also have Chantel Swaby from Glasgow Rangers FC, Glasgow Rangers in Scotland. You have Jade Bailey, Liverpool FC, Vian Sampson of Charlton Athletic. You have Connie Plummer, captain, Orlando Pride. She's on loan to IAK Stockholm. You have Chinyulu Asher from the Washington Spirit. You have Kayla McCoy from Glasgow Rangers FC. You have Atlanta Primus from London City Lionesses. Khadija Bonisha, oh, she's in the squad from Manchester City FC. Sashana Campbell from she's unattached. Rebecca Spencer from Tottenham Hotspurs FC. Alison Swaby from AS Roma. Tierney Wilshire from Cups in Finland. Drew Spence from Chelsea FC. Chenia Matthews from Louisville FC. Marlo Sweatman from Hallas FC in Hungary. Satara Murray from Bristol City FC. Yasmin Jamison from P18 IK in Sweden. Olifola Sede Adama Mulliken, USC, which is University of South Carolina. Trudy Carter from FC Gintra in Lithuania. Kalicia Van Zanten, University of Notre Dame. Paige Bailey Gale from Leicester City FC. You know what is amazing? You know what is amazing, people? Like when I hear this team, you realize that half of these girls are not born Jamaican, and there is no revolt, there is no argument, there is no quarrel about that. It's so amazing, right? That these young ladies, most of them, the core of the team, right? Core of the team, the core of this team are not like Jamaican born, and we don't complain, right? I just want to put that out there. So we are very selective sometimes in the kind of opinions that we hold. We are not balanced, right? We are very selective. Nobody complains about this. In other words, because the quality is better, right? Because the quality is better, we don't complain, right? So let's be balanced. And a lot of these young ladies are playing in the Women's Soccer League over there in England. I mean, Liverpool FC, like you saw, Leicester City, Manchester City, people playing in Scotland. So we're wishing the girls all the best. Hopefully in a couple of, probably a week or so, we'll have Xavier Gilbert on the show talking about women's football. Like I said, we have a lot of good things, but today we want to, like I said, look back at the Reggae Boyz performance. But I have something. Today is the nugget day, so I want to share a nugget with you. I'm going to share before we start the discussion about something from the laws of power. See, laws of power, read a lot of books, you know, because they say readers are leaders. So this is Law 43. And Law 43 says, and this is something that if Coach Whitmore is hearing, I'd love for him I'm going to find a way to get it to him. It says, work on your hearts. Work on the hearts and minds of others. That is Law 48. Work on the hearts and the minds of others. It says coercion creates a reaction that will eventually work against you. It says you must seduce others into wanting to move in your direction. I want you to listen to that. You must seduce others in wanting to move in your direction. A person you have seduced becomes your loyal pawn. You hear that? A person you have seduced becomes your loyal pawn. It says, and the way to seduce others is to operate on their individual psychologies and weaknesses. Soften up the resistance by working on their emotions, playing on what they hold dear and what they fear. Ignore the hearts and minds of others, and they will grow to hate you. All right. All right. So I wanted to share that because I think one of the things that the coach will have to do is, as we go ahead, the coach will have to work on the hearts and the mind of the players. All right, welcome. IMAX it football in the building. Can check out the channel. Good channel going there. Yeah, man. Big up sports friends. Yeah, man. We're closing in. And so thanks for all the love and support. So I think one of the things that Coach Whitmore, and this is where now I'm going to make a comparison with the female football team. One of the things that I understand that you, Busby, does, and the previous coach, you Menzies, did, is that they had conversations with some of the females who were not connected to Jamaica by birth. They had conversations with them. They heard what they wanted, what they desired, what they feel comfortable with. And so they were able to envelope them, engraft them into the national system. All right. And so I think in the same way, I think this is an opportunity now, coming off the victory, for Coach Whitmore to take some time and call some of the players who he wants in the team, win over their hearts, find out how they're feeling, what they're going through, what their thoughts are, where the passion lies that it relates to the team. He has to have this kind of a conversation, because if he can, like the law of law 48 says in the book 43, it says if you can win the hearts of the people, understand their psychologies, what they're thinking, what's going on in their minds, if he can tap into that of these players, then he can get the most out of them. If he loses that, what will happen is that he will lose his influence and it will cause problems. So I think one of his first order of business is to find a way of tapping into this aspect of the players, especially those who were not in the team last cycle. Players like Mikel Antonio, players like Leon Bailey, the Ethan Pinnock, and the Liam Moore, because we need reinforcement. We're happy for the win. We are grateful for the win. The team did not play well, but at the end of the day, a win is a win. All right, we celebrate, we gloat, but now we have the opportunity moving forward to kind of establish in the male team what is there in the female team, where you don't hear and see isms and schisms about where players are from and all of that thing. And there's a measurement of players' commitment. And so I want to start with that it is critical for the coach. And I know, Coach Whitmore, I believe you have this in you, because, I mean, there are many persons out there. There are many persons who would want you to lose your job. Many persons who believe you ought to be fired. But there are other persons out there who believe that you can do it, right? There are other people who believe that. And so they believe that you have it in you. And so show them that you do. Show them that you do. right? Because we really need some cohesiveness. People, I'm seeing the comments, and please understand, right? Um, I am going to respond to the comments, but I just want to do this monologue to kind of set the stage, right? And then I'm going to come to your comments. So please, I really appreciate all the comments. And so let me just pause and just heal up some of the person. Like I said, IMAXI TV people, check out their channel as a Sports Frenzy here as well. Demo, Dre 9, Tanil Simpson, Joseph Gray. You know, we know who you are. Teddy Lee, I mean, always putting out some work. The Shooter Guna, Yankee man, him name no. Yeah. Shooter Guna. We watch all kind of sports, though. We love sports, so we watch it. All right. Tyrese Mackenzie, bless up. And Crazy Yard TV, bless up, bless up. Bless up to everyone else. I mean, some of you are in the chat. You're watching, but you're not making a comment. Understand. Tennessee Lewis also big up as well. Hit the like button, people, as you come in. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, right? So that is it. And we need a level of unity and like I think Joseph Gray says, cohesiveness in the team. That is critical for us moving forward. Now, the dialogue also from the fan base must change. It is at this point apparent that the coach is going to be in the coach. You may not agree with it, you may not like it, all right? But nothing has been said to suggest to us that the coach is not going to keep his job. All right? No, that is the case. We have to change the discourse. Right? We have to change the discourse. What do I mean by that? The coach is going to be in the job. Let's give him the support he needs. You may not like it. It's just like politics, you know. You may not like the decisions of the politicians who are in places of power, but you have to live with them until the next election. So here's what we need to do. Let us give him our support. As long as he's in the job, we need to give him our full support. Because not supporting him doesn't help the team and it doesn't help him. So why would we do that, right? We can all say he's not the most qualified. If you feel that is justifiable based on what you have seen with your eyes. But the fact that the man is in the job, and he's going to be, as long as he's going to be in the job, you have to support the team and support the work that he's doing. That's all I'm saying. All right? When a change is made, then you can do what you want to do. But I think for all of us as the fan base, part of our job is to ensure that we have dialogue. I have someone calling me here, so hold on a sec. Let me see if I can take this call. Hold on a sec, people. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, no, man. I'm on my show, man. I thought you were calling in for the show. We're talking about the national team. People, this is Diego Ogilvy. Diego Ogilvy, you're live, you know. What you have to say?
I'm live. Big up I am sure sports, the biggest sports show now on the social media network.
People, you're hearing him. Come on. What are your thoughts on the Jamaica's performance?
The win is a win, you know. So it's only positive, you know. But I still feel like a win because you're not here to win a game. You're here to qualify for the World Cup. And the biggest weakness is stopper must go. Julia Fleming can't be a starter. Alvarez Powell now is finally must go.
Why?
So these are
what?
Fisher. I was going to get a game over Fisher again.
So because he's not going to start, that means he must be out of the team.
No, he can't put anybody on the squad, you know. If you want people carry water, they can't bring out the end if you want. We're talking about coming on and making an impact.
Okay, so you are saying that Fisher must start over Powell.
Easily.
Okay, so what did Fleming do wrong that you don't want him to be in the squad, or you don't want him to start?
Okay. Fleming, I've been watching him from Gold Cup, I watched him live. Fleming is a dunce footballer. Fleming makes bad decisions. Fleming can't pass the ball. He can't cross the ball. Or he's just as a man with talent, but on the head then, and he can't play my national team.
But you know that you know that the stats differ though. The stats would tell you that. No, what I'm saying to you is that. Okay, I know, but the stats would tell you that Junior Fleming has the most shot on target in the last 5 games for Jamaica.
Yeah. So what stats gonna tell us him does? Not does.
No. I'm just saying, if you look at the stats in terms of getting shots on target, he has been the most prolific for Jamaica.
You're arguing something I'm not talking about. You put on him head and him kick and him run and him kick, yes. I'm talking about when I see him on the field. His passing is poor. Decision making poor. Off the ball running poor. He never crosses the ball. All of do is shit and I find the one is doing, he's a dunce. This has nothing to do with stats. He's a dunce.
Okay, no.
My assessment of him.
No.
You think so my question to you now. Would you start him over the 5 forwards you have right now?
No. Remember, my thing is not starting him. My thing is why he can't be in the squad.
But so much forward you have, 10? You have 5 over him right now. You have Leon Bailey.
Right.
You have Roof now. You have Nicholson. You have Torrenberg. We are bringing fire. Bring him because of your son. Are you want to pet him?
No, but you don't call 5. Yeah, people, this is Diego. This is Diego from the radio, right? Yeah, man, this is Diego.
So how is he gonna get game? If he's gonna fight, if he's 6 or 7 down the chart, why are you bringing 7 forward just to give him a place?
Well, remember that you have look at what just happened in this window. Bailey was out injured.
No, I'm assuming if you're short and you want to bring him fine enough, I'm assuming a full healthy squad.
Oh, so you're saying that when we have a full healthy squad, based on the amount of good forwards we have, he wouldn't make the team.
No.
Okay, I see what you mean. But you don't have a problem.
You have to carry midfielders, you have to carry defenders. You understand me? So you have to leave space. So you can't make my side of everybody. Do you agree or disagree, Mannings?
I believe that if all the players that we have, it would be very hard for Junior Fleming to be in a starting 11 if you have the Leon Bailey.
Would you carry him if all the players are healthy? Answer my question.
If all the players were healthy?
Yeah.
To play forward? No, because I would have. I mean, remember that I would still carry, if I have a 35-man squad, I'd still have him.
No, not 35. You see, a 23-man squad.
Oh, a 23-man squad. I think it would be difficult for him to be in a 23.
I know it would be difficult, but would you still carry him with the difficulty or would you not?
But he's not a forward.
I'm asking you, would you carry him in the 23-man squad if everybody is available?
I don't think you'd make the 23 if all the players are available.
All right, say no more. Move on to the next topic now.
What is your next?
We agree.
We agree? No, we don't agree, man.
You just said you want to carry him, so we agree. So move on.
No. All right, so watch this. The truth is that they are like, we have a window coming up with 3 games. When we're going to need 20, because remember, sometimes the squad is 27, depending on how many games in the window. I still believe that Junior Fleming can come off the bench and offer something. All right? He can still come off the bench and offer something. But if I have Jamal Lowe, Demari Gray, Leon Bailey, he would not. Let me ask you a question, though, Diego. Would you?
You tell me, say you don't have Fleming in your squad, you know. So we don't understand why you're cheating.
No. What I'm saying is that in a 23-man squad, if all the players are available, he would not. But there is a 27-man squad that is often named because of the 3 games in the window. But I would not start him, though. I would not start him if all the players, if Leon Bailey, for example, is here, he would not start. But I still believe that he's able to give something to the team. And maybe we need to find a system that allows him to square the ball more. What do you think about that?
No, man, there's no system. You don't have that ability. I've been watching Junior Fleming. Junior Fleming played in New York, you know. He's not somebody that I'm not used to. Junior Fleming played in New York, you know, a Bronx League, you know, a Colorado League. So I know what I'm talking about. But if you would carry me in your 27, fine. I was just talking about 23 with 3 goalies.
Okay. So would you bring Bobby Reed over Junior Fleming?
What kind of question? You want Bobby Reed as your number 1 pick one time, you change for Bobby Reed now because he might have a bad game.
A bad game since to be honest though, since no man. Go ahead.
Are you comparing Junior Fleming class to Bobby Reed class, boss?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about form. There is class and there is form. And,
he's out of form, but so is Brian Lara.
no man. Listen. No man. Let's not go too far with the discussion. We're not going to Brian Lara. All right.
I agree with you. Bobby Reed is out of form. So what is your argument?
So let me ask you the question. So Bobby Reed is out of form. Junior Fleming is getting shots off on target. In the last game, no man. No.
You want to carry Junior Fleming? I know you go back.
There you go. No man. So yeah, because I want to ask you a question concerning Junior Fleming on present form. No, man. So let me ask you the rubbish question, man. Let me ask you the rubbish question. On present form, you're picking a 23-man squad. Would you select on present form representing Jamaica? Would you select Bobby Reed over Junior Fleming? And why?
So if I have a choice, so if 2 of them is on the sideline, and I have a choice between Bobby Reed and Junior Fleming, Bobby Reed every day and twice on Sunday over Junior Fleming, because Bobby Reed can also play attacking midfield.
Okay, so though he's not on form, you'd still select him over Junior Fleming?
Over Junior Fleming every day and twice on Sunday.
Okay, all right. I mean, that's your opinion. I beg to differ, but you know it is. Diego. All right. What anything else you want to raise? Because the people listening to you, some agree, and some disagree. But yeah.
Oh, the only thing I want to raise is this: it's obvious that there's an issue between the board and Tapa. They're not going to want to call you just by listening to Michael Ricketts' interpretation on the radio that Tapa keeps getting into things he shouldn't get involved in. Tapa, if you're listening, your job is to coach the team and coach on the field. Leave the little petty things on TV, things on them things there to management. So that's my job to Tapa. Your job is to coach. And I heard somebody on your show yesterday. I think his name was Hector Wright. You don't know the commitment of English players. You don't grow with them. You don't know how they grow. You can't say they're not committed. That is wrong. People should stop that too. And I hear Southie made a call on the Tracy show on that. This is terrible. Are you going to question commitment? You don't know how kids. Manningsman, you come to America and see. You can come from Israel. And you still have the Israel culture, or Korea, living in America, or Brazil. Because in America, people still maintain their culture and love for their country. Yes or no, man?
Yeah, man. We know that, Diego. We know that you're absolutely right. That where you live don't determine your level of commitment to the land of your birth or your nationality. You understand me? In fact, people will say that they are. And you know this, Diego, a lot of people overseas want to migrate to Jamaica and a lot of Jamaicans want to move from Jamaica. So who is more committed? The man who wants to come back and reside here or the man who wants to leave Jamaica and say, I don't want to live here? You understand me? Say it's very hard.
Yeah. America, man. And people born and grown in America, Jews. And it's like you're still in Israel, even though you're in America. You're still in Israel, or Korea, or Dominican Republic, or Haiti. Go to Miami and Haitian neighborhood. So Hector Wright is talking rubbish. Hector Wright, stop it. You were part of the program. You're talking rubbish, Hector Wright. Because I saw you playing in America too. So stop the rubbish. You should know better because you played in New York. and all the cultures are here.
Yeah, but I think he clarified what he meant because he did call out some of the players. I mean, I'm not because Mr. Right, I call him Mr. Right, because he understand me. He can properly defend himself. But I think the bigger
I
point is
can't call him Mr. Right, I call him Mr. Joker.
all right. That is your opinion, sir. Diego. So watch this now. I think the point he was making is this though, that he was making a comparison with what Paul Hall, Dean Burton, and Fitzroy Simpson did, whether that is fair to do or not, which is these players found a way of getting to Jamaica no matter what. And he would have expected some of these other players to do the same thing, and they did not. And so, because of that, he drew that conclusion, right? It means.
First of all, he's an idiot because Leon Burton never got invited. Leon Burton used to come visit his grandmother on my area, Reddy's Road. Now, the situation is different today, Mannings, man.
That is true.
This is not 98. So, in can't compare, like, you compare flat screen to the old-time transistor radio. That's just the man is a joker.
Yeah.
We never compare the two situations. Disgusting. Mannings, man, you have your sons. They could have been born in America, New York. You think they won't be coming to Jamaica if they want to run for Jamaica?
Yeah, but
play football for Jamaica. It's how you grow them, Mannings, man. And he doesn't know how parents grow their children.
Okay. I hear your point. Diego. And I'm sure Mr. Right is listening. I'm sure Mr. Right.
I'm willing to debate him.
I'm sure Mr. Right is listening, and he's going to one day come back and rebut some of those things. You understand me? So we will see.
So put us all together, Mannings, man, next time.
Well, we'll see if he's willing to do that,
Well, let me say this. I saw him playing in the American League. He's a great player. I'm not going to take that away from him. He's an immaculate player now. I won't take that away from him.
Okay. All right. So, all right, Diego. Thanks for the call.
Big up.
Yeah, man. Bless up, man. All right. Cool.
Say no more.
Yeah, man. Simple logic. Genius. All right, people. Sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed the conversation, though. That was Diego Ogilvy. You hear him on the radio, regular. All of the C-bar man, them supposed to happy now. Big up Stepper from Water Lane. No ugly. Big up yourself. Good to see you, Stepper. Yeah, man. People, listen. I understand what Diego is saying, right? So Chris Simit, let me take this comment. He says, "Why would you even talk about a player that can't even make it to the MLS? Bobby Reid is an experienced player that proved himself. What have Fleming done in football?" All right. So here's all I'm saying is this: based on present form, if you had one more spot left out of the 23, and it came down to Bobby Reid and Junior Fleming on present form, who would you pick? That's all I said, I'm not comparing their accomplishment. I believe that technically and mentally and even tactically right now, Bobby Reid is the better player. But in terms of forming the national team, the statistics show that Junior Fleming have more shots on target than any other Jamaican player so far in the World Cup campaign. So do we go by the stats, or we ignore the stats and say, let's look at the player's experience? And that is what we have to answer. Do we go by the stats, or do we go on the player's performance? That's all. Everybody's saying Bobby Reid. Okay. Everybody's saying Bobby Reid. All right. So as far as you guys are concerned, as far as some of you guys are concerned, the form of the player is not important. The form of the player, or how important is the form of the player as it relates to selection? How important is the form of the player? Right? How important is the form of the player? That is what right. That is what I want to ask. What is more important? The experience of the player or the form of the player? I see Dreddy not saying quality, the quality of the player. But these teams saying, bro, I hear you saying Jamaica didn't play good because they had less possession in the game. That's garbage. I don't know if this is if this is in response to what I said. Let me let me just bring up I think I have the stats here. Let me find the game and share the screen with you if that is in relation to what I said. And let me just break down a couple of things. All right, so let's bring up the stats. This is Jamaica versus Honduras. I'm going to share the screen and hopefully you guys can see it. Coach Jerry, remember you're supposed to join me when you're ready, I know you're out there, so remember when you're ready you're supposed to join me. So let's look at this, people. All right, so let's look at this. All right, so hopefully you can see this. So this is what I'm saying. I'm happy for the win, and I thought there were some things that we did well. But let's be real and look at the stats. Honduras had more shots than us. They had 19, we had 13. We had 6 on target, they had 5. But when you look at the possession stats, right, they had 64%, we had 36. All right. When you look at pass completed, it means that the amount of passes Jamaica made for the duration of the game is 240 passes. All right. The game was 100 minutes when you add X additional time. You see, because I'm not bright, and I don't see Shatter the master teacher around. All right. It means when you divide 100 minutes by 240 passes, Jamaica made 2.4 pass per minute. Jamaica made 2.4 passes per minute. All right. Am I right, people? Somebody calculate it and tell me. 2.4 passes per minute. 2.4 passes per minute. All right. Let me go on. All right. When you look at also the accuracy of the passes, so out of the 240 passes, the accurate passes level was 65%. So it's almost like 6.5% of 6.5 out of 10 passes were accurate for Jamaica. Honduras were closer to 8. You look at the fouls and the yellow cards and the stuff. We'll not go into those stats. All right, we can look at other things. So when you look at the stats, you realize that it wasn't our best game. We didn't play well, and I think the coach also alluded to that, and some of the players, they alluded to that, and they spoke about getting a win. We are happy for the win, so don't get me wrong. I'm not here to complain about the win. I'm talking about now, how can we move ahead, right? How can we move ahead and fix some of these things? That is the important thing. But to say that the team played good would not be accurate, because most of us weren't even sure what the formation was at the beginning of the game. And this is where I give the coach credit. The coach made some tactical adjustment during the game. He changed some things, and as he changed those things worked out. All right, let's look at it. Again, we got the win. Very good. The coach made enough tactical adjustment in the games. I thought the changes that he made, I was calling for those changes. So on this occasion, I felt like the coach made very good changes, and I thought the team managed the game well. So those things we can say they were good. But in terms of our defending, I think we still looked poor. In terms of our hold-up play, except for when Gray came on, we were very poor. In terms of transitioning the ball from defense to midfield to attack, we were very poor. When they talk about, well, keeping the ball, we were poor. Now, follow me. I see Ishmael asking me if I'm saying Honduras played better. No. Honduras didn't play better than Jamaica. And many of us looked at the game. And this is the thing, you know. Many people look at the game and say Honduras is not good. And that is based on the performance. But when you look at the stats match up better for them. So to say that Jamaica played good, I think, would be inaccurate. What I would say is that we got the job done, which is way more important. Did we play bad or terrible? I don't think we played terrible. I don't think it is the worst we have ever played. I've seen worse performances. But I thought our overall play, it just never, it was never cohesive. I didn't see the chemistry. There's a certain level of mental and technical competence I didn't see on display, but I'm going to give the coaching staff and the players credit for the character that they showed. Listen, Deasley, I agree with you, that stats can be misleading. I agree with you that the stats can be misleading at times. I do agree with that. And the truth is, we could say that the stats, because when we said shots on target, I think Blake made like probably 2 saves that I would say like those were chances in my opinion. But let's look at even Lowe's defending. Lowe's defending was not the best. All right? It was not the best in terms of his defending. So that's one area. Well, where I think the left side of our defense didn't look good. That space between Lowe and Kemar Lawrence, and I think maybe that is one thing the coach got wrong. Where Lowe normally plays on the right, but for this game, he was moved to the left. So I have a call coming in. So let me just take this person. I'm not a professional like the rest of people. This is how I have to do this thing. You understand me? So just work with me. Teddy Lee. Yeah, man. You're live, Welcome to.
I listen to your program, man,
Yeah, man.
All right, so I talk about some point, but first and foremost, Diego, I understand when I say Tapper and the coaching staff is still at management business, but sometimes how the management around things can impact the players, and the players have a complaint to the coach. So we have to kind of mix it certain ways, because if the players are not happy, you know what I mean, maybe with all the admin deal with traveling and certain other stuff, the coach are going to have issues. You understand that?
Yeah. Yeah, man, I understand.
So, yeah, man. All right. With the game, obviously, according to the statistics, Honduras played the better ball and lose. That's all. Because according to the statistics.
No, man.
Yeah.
I don't think Honduras played a better ball and lose. I don't.
Statistics we are talking about no. But me believe Jamaica were more
effective and penetrative. The endurance, all them statistics look so good, is that them always play well in midfield and behind the back. Them always good, but when it comes to the Jamaica, like for scoring of goals and for our half, them normally not so impactful. You know what I mean? So that's how we have to be careful or read the statistics. But we understand, I think we're supposed to learn to pass the ball around more. But to me, this is our B team. And I agree our B team player.
Okay, so what is your analysis of the game? Yeah. Jamaica played good or Jamaica got the job done?
We get the job done, we not play good. We get the job done. Honduras was the weakest team. I believe this is our B team. And we get the job done with our B team.
Okay, so your thing is that we didn't play good, we got the job done.
Yeah, we got the job done. We just say we never play good, but we got the job done. Honduras, but they say from first, I don't believe this Honduras team was good. And rest they were missing figure whatsoever the defender name.
So you're saying that you're saying that we played good and we got the job done.
Both of them, we got our chances, then we start scoring. What we actually previous matches we weren't keeping clean sheets and we weren't scoring our chances. You know what I mean? Remember the games that we lose even against America and other teams. We get some chances but they never score. You know what I mean? So we are getting chances now and at least we are scoring some of them.
Okay,
you know what I mean? So even though we play ugly, we kind of win.
No, but I don't understand what you're saying, Tedley. Yeah. First, you said that we play good and win. Now you're saying we play ugly. Make up your mind, man.
No, we don't play so pretty, but we not so play pretty, but we kind of look okay. Maybe the system we use. By the way, the formation was 3-5-2 and then 4-4-2.
All right, no, man. All right, so you cannot. Let me get this straight. You cannot say we play good and also saying that we play ugly.
All right, here we did get the job done. Simple. We get the job done. Simple.
All right, so yeah, we got the job done, but we could have played better. We could have played better.
So we could have maybe scored 6 goals then.
No, it's not a matter. It's not a matter of scoring 6 goals. It's that possessing the ball and keeping it. And we made there's a phase. Hold on, Teddy. There was a phase in the game when we were just giving the ball away unnecessarily without no pressure.
Yeah.
Like those are the things I'm saying, that there were phases of the game when you're under pressure where you need to build from the back, even when you're high press, break the lines of the opponent. And so when you don't see those things happening, you realize that the team is not playing well enough. They should be playing better than this. But we are happy for the win, and there were some good things that they did, but it wasn't because a good performance is we're right throughout the game, in the different moments of the game. You understand me? You have a control, but that wasn't happening.
Yeah, Chief, remember me say our B team this still, our B team this against them, maybe Honduras and my team. So at that time I believe, but all right, with the we are going to the future. Like I think the JFF said might focus on getting 2 more players that weird names are called, like Damar Gray and Nathan Redman. I think those 2 players would come in and do well, but I think we should not focus on a right back. But obviously the coach or the JFF management are focused on getting more attackers, But I believe in the attackers our problem. We need some at least a right back.
We need a right back.
So, yeah, man, like even Kyle Walker-Peters, instead of them focus on Nathan Redman, where, say, basically him have a child coming up maybe 2 months now, and therefore now focus on international football, So, I think we should focus on Kyle Walker-Peters, the right back.
Okay.
All right, so I look on the game before we go to the future.
So you think hold on. You think we need to, you really believe that we need to bring in more new players into the team now?
When the JFF said I'm focus on 2 more players.
No, I'm not asking you. No, man, follow me. I'm not asking. I hear what the JFF says. I'm asking you what you think.
What do you think? All right. Yes or no? For example, the CDM era was still lacking in that era. So Kevin Stewart, I still not bring in Kevin Stewart. I'm would consider, even though I don't play yet, but them the name in my squad already.
So
due to some reason could have come.
You'd call in Kevin Stewart.
Of course, when I call, even though you see me a big up Akka, but come on, and Grant, when we believe Kevin Stewart ahead of them. Now go on, no, you know.
Okay, so you'd call in you'd call in Kevin Stewart. So that means Speedy. You're gonna start benching Speedy.
Yeah, but Speedy is not my number one box-to-box midfielder, chief. You know, I think Daniel Johnson, Ravel Morris, if I look on them. So Speedy is a good but Speedy is a good bench player. Not wrong with that.
Okay, and then and then the other decision you would make is that you're bringing in a right back to replace who? To replace Fisher.
Yeah, but watch out now, them now go for a right back, chief. And then again,
no. Remember, Teddy Lee.
When Fisher played at this match, Fisher never played right back.
No, Teddy Lee, you are the one who said that you would get in Kyle Walker Peters in right back.
Yeah, it would be an upgrade from Alvarez and Fisher. So nothing wrong with that.
What about? But we haven't even been maximizing Brown. Do we really need a right back?
Yeah, we need a right back, chief. So Kyle Walker Peters better than those three. We have to admit their part there. You know, so him ahead of Brown talk. Brown may have some little concern. Mr. Brown come on at the match. And even the stats shows at least he get driven past 3 times. That is very concerning.
So Teddy Lee, let me ask you a next question. With all the players that are available, who would be your starting 11? Your ideal starting 11?
Alright, so I'm going to go with 4-4-2. I think that more simple.
Yeah.
So Blake in goal, of course. Kemar Taxler in left back. And Moore and Pinnock in the defense. And truth be told, you say Damian Lowe.
Yeah.
Take for example, we don't get Kyle Walker Peters. I put Damian Lowe at right back. You know what I mean? So right back position give more you know? Him solid there, so. On the left wing position, Damari Gray. On the right wing, Leon Bailey. We soon go to the midfield, the two central man them. Up top, Mikel Antonio and Kemar Roof. Now, the problem with that team then right now is the central part. Now, we don't go with Daniel Johnson and Kevin Stewart.
So no place in your no space in your team. Yeah. No space in your team for Anthony Grant.
No, but some now pick Kevin Stewart. I'm go with Kevin. But I'm go with 2 CDs. As Mr. I'm play Anthony Grant and Kevin Stewart in the same.
No man, I follow you. No man, I work with your team. So in your team, no place for Shamar Nicholson. No place for no place for Shamar. No place for Bobby Reed. No place for Anthony Grant. No place for Speedy. No place for Jamal Lowe. No space for Damian. No space for Damian Lowe. No space for Adrian.
Damian Lowe don't play. No, Damian Lowe down there right back.
You'd put Damian Lowe at right back.
Yeah, man, a 4-4-2 system.
Oh,
so crazy about Damian Lowe would have played right
you'd
back.
Put Damian. You know? You'd play Liam Moore, East and Pingot. No space for Mariappa.
Mariappa down there on the bench. Like, I don't know what the problem. Mariappa is our 4-try centre back now. Nothing wrong with bench players. If I was a coach, that team wouldn't start. And that's reality. I don't know if it sounds crazy, but that wouldn't be my starting 11.
Okay. All right.
Teddy Lee. I believe Daniel Johnson I had Speedy, so that's my reason that still. I not even start my favorite player, Ravel Morris. So.
Okay, so no Ravel in the team.
So I try to balance.
Okay.
Yeah, no Ravel with them. Now coming as an impact player.
So what about the people would say? So what about the people would say to you that these players just went over there and here it is that you're not giving them no game. Fisher did nothing wrong and you drop him out your team.
Virgin Fisher never play right back. Like he play right back in the Canada game, but the game where perform. By the way, if you look on the stats at halftime, Fisher statistics was 6.3.
And you also believe given what you have given what you have seen of Anthony Grant, he doesn't make your team.
As I tell you already now, Kevin Stewart better. You know what I mean? Kevin Stewart is better. I know about seats, but Kevin Stewart is better. But if you want to see, so you want to use cohesion and you want to blend in the players them, or if you don't want to start them or Gray or Kevin Stewart and those players, no problem with that. But in terms of my best level, Jamaica best level, I believe those players when I name should I not the best level.
All
but
right.
I understand people say, no, you cannot drop Anthony Grant now. I understand them argument there. But as myself, I face better teams, because people say like if we face good teams, we cannot lose with Anthony Grant and the back.
All right.
But I don't believe
So,
in
so
that
you don't
theory,
believe like if we were to follow your theory, what happened against Panama would happen again. We're bringing a whole lot of players who have not played together, and then they don't look good, even though they are good individual players.
Panama theories are different here. Remember, we play without even stadiums and everything. We have to look. The Panama game is a different game. I always tell people so if I look on the Panama game, they get me.
Yeah,
the
man.
Panama game we never play with our best players. Damian alone activity did it. We best see them at that time was Anthony Grant in the squad. I'm never there. So we have to be careful how we use the Panama game. So by the way, if I use the Panama game, that means I don't have to use 4-4-2 again. Because the 4-4-2 we use in that game.
All right.
That's anyways, big up. You don't know me as a youth. Yeah, we listen to people's opinion, but sometimes the public opinion thing where everybody has say one thing. You know me always different from the majority sometimes.
All right, then. Bless up Teddy Lee. Yeah, man. Much respect for your love and support. All right. Yeah, man. D Slim, I think you're calling. Please, you can call back, We were talking to Teddy Lee Gray. You understand me? So I know D Slim, you wanted to make some points, so you can call back. See the number up there on screen. So you heard Teddy Lee's team. Respect to all the persons who have just chimed in. Listen, people. Get some water. You need to like the stream, man. Hit the like button. We need around 30 more subscribers. We need around 30 more subscribers to 1,500. So also hit the subscribe button. Right? One of the struggles I am having right now, right, is this. Do we select players based on how they are performing or based on their known qualities? And the sentiment I'm getting from most of the persons is simply this. Just pick the players based on their quality, regardless of what their performance is. Right? So what do we do? How would it affect Anthony Grant's confidence if the next game he's on the bench and Kevin Stewart starts? How would it affect O'Neal Fisher if for the next game he sits on the bench having scored in Honduras and a next person starts? So some of those questions we have to ask. Yeah, Kevin Stewart may be a better player based on what we have seen, but Anthony Grant has had significant impact on this team. So how do we start him? How do we not start him? That is the question. How do we not start him? On what merit? On what basis? On what merit and on what merit? So we need to be very, very mindful of that. And like somebody is saying here, Main Motion Studio is saying that, speaking about chemistry, is chemistry overrated? Is it overrated? And somebody saying that you can't drop Grant. That's what I'm thinking. Seeing what Grant has done, you have to start him. What you can do, and this is my thing. I am saying bring in players, but slowly blend them into the team, right? Don't just come in and just warm and put them all in. Slowly blend them in. You have a group that you're working with.
Like Mariappa has looked so good right now. We're gonna bench him because everybody's saying basic. Well, not everybody, but most people are saying once other players come in, bench Mariappa. Hasn't Mariappa proven himself? Has Mariappa proven himself? And should Mariappa start? We're going to play. Who will Mariappa start over? That is not the question, you know. Teddy Lee, that is not the question we're supposed to ask. It's not who Mariappa start over. It's who supposed to start over. Who can start over Mariappa? That is the question. Yes, caller.
Yeah, mornings, man. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. Blessings, man. What's your name, caller?
D-Slim.
D-Slim. All right. Yeah, man. Go ahead, D-Slim.
The infamous, you know?
The infamous D-Slim. What say you?
Yeah, before me even say, you know, I'm gonna say, is it a sure thing that you're getting great or no?
I think from what I've heard that most of his stuff are ready. So it is now, I think most of it is in the coach's hand. So because at the end of the day, the coach has the ultimate job of selecting the player.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm not gonna talk about the upcoming game or games in November. I want to talk about the just concluded game. And but I was saying that the stats are a bit misleading. I don't remember when we scored the first goal. What time did we score the first goal?
The first goal was scored close to the end of the first half. I don't remember. Let me see if I can. Let me get the time. The first goal was scored by Comparative in the 38th minute.
All right. So my thing is, guys, we have to look on context. My thing is, here's a team. No wins, 2 draws, right? And we're playing away to a team that is basically in the same position of us, like us. We got an early goal, right? As a coach, what do you think? What would you do as a coach?
Like, yeah, go ahead. Say that again, caller. We score a goal. Go ahead, caller. Ask the question again, Slim.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, man. You were breaking up. So go again. Ask the question again so I can respond.
Okay, so I'm saying that remember we were like bottom of the table, 2
Right.
points. I think the amount of points as Honduras, right? No wins. Playing away to Honduras. We got an early goal. As a coach, right? What would you do?
Okay. Very good question. All right. This is the 38th minute, right? So I have to ensure that I don't concede before halftime. All right. That's number one. When I come back out in the second half, I know that Honduras are going to try and high press. They want a game. So I have to play better on the break. And if you heard me speaking, I said that. And that is why I think Shamar Nicholson should have come off earlier and bring on Gray, because he's better at holding up the ball than Shamar Nicholson. So we would have a good outlet. What we were doing is that we were under immense pressure. We keep kicking the ball long. And then Shamar Nicholson wasn't holding it up, and we're under attack after attack. It was a couple of brilliant saves by our goalkeeper, in the second half that kept us in the game. And I thought that was a risky strategy or tactics that the coach was using at that time. But I'm not beating the coach, because I think the coach got the job done. And he must be given credit, because whatever he tried, all that he tried, it worked. But I would have made that change early and brought on Gray, because I know that the team was coming out to attack me, and I need someone who can hold up the ball.
long enough to bring my team instead of keep kicking it long, and then having to defend again, and defend again.
Well, I'm not disagreeing in terms of bringing on great, but what I'm saying, my point was right. The reason why the stats were so much in favor of Andres is the fact that we are playing away. We got a early goal. You understand me? And we are going to try and do anything for the win. More than likely, we are going to be on the back foot because, as you said, the home team is going to come out, press high, and try to kick the ball from anywhere. So all these 18 shots and all these things, to me, you know, it's they are misleading. You understand me? And rightfully, I totally agree with you in terms of it was. I mean, one of the questions I have to ask also: when was the last time Jamaica played well?
When was the last time Jamaica played well?
Yeah.
You know that I thought that the game we played in the Gold Cup against USA, that was
Of course.
I don't think the game I think we played well in that game, though we lost the game by a goal to nil. Yeah.
Exactly. That was the last time I said, you know what? And that was when I said, you know what, this team with a little bit more fine tuning and you know, a couple one or two changes, you know, we can make the World Cup. But that was the last time I really said why Jamaica really played good. Me satisfied, even though we had lost. I mean, that kind of sound like an oxymoron, but even though we lost, I thought we played well enough, and we could have won the game. You understand me? We never take you know, converted our chances, so we lost. All right, but the last couple, I mean, since the World Cup campaign started, right? I think probably this is our best game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad. It's probably sad to say, but I think this is our best game.
What about the game in Costa Rica?
It's probably this game or that game in Costa Rica, because I thought we should have won that game in Costa Rica.
There you go.
So you know what? Yeah, I would probably say the game in Costa Rica. You're right.
Yeah, because I thought we played the ball around in Costa Rica better than in this game.
Yeah. But that is because we had Maggie in the team. No, me I tell you this, you know. All if them bring God come in the squad, now drop Anthony Grant, you know.
You sure you want to use God caller?
All right. Let me use an angel then. You understand? Because this man, what I like with Anthony Grant is his approach to the ball game. You understand me? This never die attitude where him have. You understand? And sometimes you have quality player where lack that type of mentality. You understand me? And from me see my play for Jamaica, to me, he never really have a bad game. I never drop him.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
All of these people when me hear them talk about, them can come in like the game. Anthony Grant are one of the first name me I put on my paper.
Yeah, I think Anthony Grant, because I'm saying even this game, he showed a wider range of passes. Normally he wasn't passing the ball in this game in particular. And I'm saying that maybe indeed Kevin Stewart is a better player, but to just take out the man and bring him into the team may not be the best thing. What you need to do is probably let Anthony Grant play less minutes at this, and then you bring in Kevin Stewart to kind of merge in that kind of a thing. I think wholesale changes to the team would not be the best option. I see David Nicholson saying, I think like David Nicholson is saying you can bring in like Antonio who has played, a Pinnock who has played, a Bailey would have played, and I'd say that we can also probably replace a Javon Watson with someone else. You understand me?
Of course,
yeah. So
the thing is, Anthony Grant, him not gonna give you 90 minutes. I don't think we should play him for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
You understand me? Because I mean, 34 years old, and him just give him all every time. So, you know, him probably gonna give a good 70 minutes.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna drop him from the start. That's just my opinion. You understand me? But nevertheless, I work with it. Nevertheless, as something to build on, we win a game because I think everybody, no matter how much we criticize the team and criticize Stop and all the way who are fans of this football team want to see, we achieve the ultimate prize by going to the World Cup. You understand me? And this is a stepping stone. Based on all the zone is set up, I think we still have a good chance if we play and if we play all we're capable of playing, and if Whitmore and the whole coaching staff make the right decision. But it's not really a far gone conclusion based on how the team set up. I mean, I was literally praying for a draw for all of the game them, all of the rest of the game them.
Okay.
But trust me, it's a positive step, and we can't just criticize everything. It's a positive step. We have El Salvador next in El Salvador, and make we see what happen. You understand me? I think we can beat them in El Salvador.
Yeah, man. All right, caller. Very good talk. Sound like you play the sport, man.
I'm a cricketer. I'm better playing football, but I love cricket more.
Oh, okay. So you know that we're gonna have some stuff when the World Cup of cricket start. You understand me? So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Kadim, I'm a virgin,
Oh. All right. Blessings, caller. Thanks for calling. Yeah, man. All right. There you have it, people. Jamaica's only lost once in our last 4 games. Good stat. Well, people say the stats can be misleading, though. Kevin Campbell. Yeah. Right. So there you go, people. So yeah, I think what we need to do, Teddy Lee. And listen, remember, I think, and this is where the dialogue on social media platforms need to change. We are not saying that. Well, for me personally, I'm not saying that Grant Kevin Stewart is not a better player than Grant. I am saying, would it make sense for the game against El Salvador to just drop Grant, bring in Stewart from the start of the game? Wouldn't it be a better option to start with Grant and then slowly bring Stewart in? When even the top clubs in the world, they buy players and they're coming into the first game, some of the times they'll bring them off the bench to kind of get them into the groove. So that is what I'm saying. Right? That's all I'm saying. That Grant, it has been playing well. He, as far as we are concerned, he has not failed. He may not be the best CDM available. When you think about some of the other players that you hear banding about or branded about, but at the end of the day, based on his performance, I don't know if we can drop him. I think Junior Fleming could lose his game. I can see Javon Watson losing his game. I could even see them saying, all right, Daniel Johnson is a better option than Speedy. But as it relates to Grant, I think at least for the Honduras game, he needs to be there from the start. And then see how you can put in other players. I think Bailey, once he's fit, he fits into this team. Antonio has had 1 game, he fits into this team. So those are some of the things I see. And I also believe that we have to find a way of getting Andre Gray more involved. He has certain things about him that he brings. Yeah. You understand me? He brings to the team that hold up play, his ability. Listen, Anthony Gray, in every game that he has come, Andre Gray, his ability to find himself in the spaces and his hold up play is very good. So we have to find a way of giving him more time in the system. Right? I said David Nicholson saying that 0 cents management, Teddy Lee always at the risk stake. He wants to put every player in the team at CDM. All right, Buck. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but that's what I'll do. People are asking where would Maggie fit in all of this. I that's a very good question. So you have to ask steadily. Steadily, you need to answer the people. All right, we have a caller. Good morning, caller. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Bless up. I've been watching your channel for a while now, and I'm glad you're bringing across some good content. I enjoy it, and I hopefully you'll continue, even though on some things that I may not agree up to 100, but on certain things I do agree.
All right, respect,
both
man.
with you and in the comment section also.
What's any? Just give us a name, caller, if you don't mind.
Q1.
Q1. Okay, yeah, man. Go ahead, Q1. Yeah, man. What say you today?
Yeah, so I just want to say a few things about the Honduras game. I don't want people to get carried away about this ditchy, because there is not much positive I can take from this game going into the El Salvador game coming in November, because when you look at it, defensively wise, Jamaica was exceptionally poor, very poor, and it even get horrible even more down in the game in the second half, because at one moment you see where Loan, Mariap, and Watson having lapses in the game, and it was just by chance Honduras didn't score. I think Andre Blake keep exceptionally well, and that's what make keep Jamaica a clean sheet. Offensively wise, they didn't offer anything that much, and I think Kemaroof, if Kemaroof gets some more quality players around him, you will see what Kemaroof make up of, because I think Kemaroof can afford more to his game, because of the mediocre of the team. You don't, in some position, you don't have exceptionally player in those positions. It costs Kemaroof to doing extra hard work, because sometimes he has to run in back very deep and help out in the defensive. So at some point, you won't get a 90-minute out of his game. And to be fair, when people talking about Anthony Grant to be dropped out of the team, I don't really agree with that. Even though I know Kevin Stewart is a better CDM, but I will use Kevin Stewart alongside Antonio Grant, and I will take out Javan Watson out of the team.
Okay.
And, I will either go with Daniel Johnson in the attacking area or Ravel Morrison. And you know, on the wings you have if Damari Gray come in and Leon Dale, you could use them on the wing. But
and who you playing up front?
I would use because if we're going with a 4-2-3-1, I would like to use Mikel Antonio alongside Kemaroof, you know. But I would change
you change formation.
I would use I think I would use a 3-5-2 formation, because I want to see Kemaroof alongside Mikel Antonio. I think that would be a deadly combination. But I wouldn't use the back four, because to me, Ethan Pinnock is a very good player. But if you use him in a back four situation in Jamaica team, and I am speaking this honestly, it's gonna cost Jamaica. Jamaica gonna concede a lot of goals, because they had done it twice, and it resulted in 7 goals contribute, 7 goal margin.
Yeah.
So I don't, and when I watch Brentford game, Ethan Pinnock is very good in our back three system, because if you played him in our back four situation, he gonna play most of Kemar Lawrence position. They're gonna be playing on the same position.
So who would your back three be?
My back three, I would use Law, Leon Moore,
Pinnock.
and Pinnock.
Okay, so you're benching Mariappa.
Yes, because I would use him, put him and if down in the game I see where he can come on as an experienced defender and calm things down, I would use him there because he has much experience, and I think he's a good player, but his age, and I don't think he has that energy to go 90 minutes.
All right, so Carla, you have given us your back three. We hear you. We know who the goalkeeper is. You're giving us your front two of Mikel Antonio and Kemar Roof. Who would be your five in midfield?
I would use Kevin Stewart alongside Anthony Grant.
Okay.
And I would use Damari Gray, Leon Bailey, Daniel Johnson, or Ravel Morrison. But I think I would go with Daniel Johnson for the starting and use Ravel Morrison in the second half.
Okay, so you want Leon Bailey to track all the way back to come and cover in defense? Because based on how you're playing it, the team that you name, Leon Bailey and Daniel Johnson will be playing almost like when we're defending, they will be playing like center back, like wing backs. Because when you're playing three at the back, the two persons playing out on the flank come all the way back. Because you don't call like...
Yes, Leon Bailey fit enough. He can run back. He can go both forward and back. Nothing wrong with it.
So no game...
Watch a Chelsea formation.
Okay.
You see where they have two wingers and they do exceptionally well both offensively and defensively. Leon Bailey can play that position because I see where he fit in that role.
And you think Bobby Reid can play there as well? Not Bobby Reid. You mentioned Daniel Johnson.
Bobby Reid can also play there as well,
Okay.
But because I could even start Bobby Reid because Leon Bailey just coming back and maybe it's wise for him to come off the bench.
Okay, so you're really benching Kemar Lawrence. No man, you're really benching Kemar Lawrence.
Kemar Lawrence?
Yeah.
Yes, he can. I think he's playing numerous games, and I think he need to get a rest now.
A rest, but we on break now. We on break now until November. What more rest would you need?
Yeah, he's gonna play some club game, and I think some things need to improve on his game also because they are pressuring our right back and left back.
Yeah, but fine. But watch this. They're pressuring our. You just said it. They're pressuring our left back and our right back. But for the last two games, we have had clean sheets, and the man has been playing left back. And you're gonna drop him?
I am telling you,
yeah.
It was because of Andre brilliance. That's what kept Jamaica clean. It did not have anything to do with the defense because they get past our defense on numerous occasions. The reason why Canada never score against us at National Stadium, this field is bad and is not quick as the overseas turf.
So you're saying that. So you're saying that the reason why Canada didn't score on us is because the field was bad. So how did Panama? So why did how come Panama? No man. So how did Panama? Why did Panama score 3 then?
Panama kind of all right. You see, with Panama now, Jamaica has a history. When you check out the history of Jamaica against Panama, it doesn't matter who you bring. Jamaica gonna always struggle against Panama.
No man, I'm not talking about the history. I'm talking about the field because you said the reason why Canada never scored was because of the field. Yes. How come the field never stopped Panama from scoring?
But Panama kind of, when you look at Panama play, they're used to a more robust ball game, robust more than Canada. You know.
Oh,
So
so what you're saying is that the Panama players are used to the field.
Because we didn't play again with more, no CDM because it was mostly attacking.
What? No, follow me, caller. I hear all of that, you know. All I'm saying is that, right? If the excuse is that Canada did not score on us because the field was so bad and terrible, how come Panama played on the same field? And let me tell you this. When we played against Panama, the field was worse than when we played, way worse than when we played against Canada. They made adjustment to the field for the Canada game. The Panama game, that first game, the field was terrible, even for our players. So how Panama, who is a less quality team in compared to the Canadian team, could have scored 3 goals?
I would say there's a less quality team, you know.
Huh?
Not because Panama is not a less quality team
than Canada? You think Panama is better? You don't believe that Canada? Huh?
It's just it was poor refereeing.
So you say the game that
so the game against Canada.
Oh, says is
poor refereeing because when I watched the game and when the game said 1-1 in second half, when Alphonso Davies received that ball, it was out of play. It was out of play, and the linesman allowed the play to continue. That's what break the momentum of the Panama.
So let me ask you again, Carl. They
was going doing extremely well.
What you're saying?
In the second half.
What you're saying to me?
They were
Yeah, man.
dominating the ball game.
Okay, so I hear you. But are you saying that Panama is a better team than Canada?
Yes.
Okay.
To me, I don't know to anybody else.
I don't agree with you still.
Dangerous. And I don't think any Panama will not lose a home game, you know. Remember I told you today, Panama will not lose a home game.
All right. What we're going to call her? All right. Call us. Listen, so what I'm going to do, right? People are going to ask in the comment section, because the caller said, in his opinion, Panama is a better team than the Canadian team. And the only reason why Canada won that game is because of poor officiating. All right. That is the caller's opinion. All right. And that is why. So here's, but you know, you're still contradicting yourself, caller. Let me tell you how. Because if you're saying that Panama is better and they scored 3, then you can't say why Canada never beat us because of the field. Canada never beat us. No, what I'm saying to you that based on your logic, it would be that Canada never beat us because they are not as good as Panama, based on your own logic, and it had nothing to do with the field.
No, I said Jamaica is inferior to these two teams. Jamaica is not nowhere near good as Canadian and Panama. I'm telling you. But not because Panama scored 3 goals against Jamaica, make it giving equal rights to the Canadian game against Jamaica. It has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, based on how the game was playing, I could see where Alphonso Davies and many of the players having difficulty to adapt to this field, based on how I see Canadian players.
All right.
Past few games.
All right, caller. Thanks for your time. You know, really thank you for your view. Continue to support in the channel. You understand? Keep watching, and please remember, hit the like button when you go. But thanks for your time. Really enjoy the conversation with you. Yeah, man. Bless you. People, you hear everybody's opinion different. Panama is one of the worst teams in the octagonal. They got 3 points at home to the US B team and a bad pitch with home advantage. 3 from us with players never playing together. 1 from Costa Rica at home. All right. So there you go. Some people agree and some people disagree. So you have heard and seen some of the team that are in here, but we have to be very careful of how we analyze, because sometimes when we analyze the sport, we say things that contradict some of the opinions that we have. People, please hit the like button. Let's see if we can get this up, the video up to 100 likes. If you're calling and you didn't get through, you can try again, because sometimes when we have on callers, we're not able to take the calls at that time, so we do it one at a time. So you can call back. No team is worst. All right. Overanalyze. There you go. Overanalyze. Yeah, because sometimes when you overanalyze, big up Sports Frenzy, and big up all the other vloggers, sports vloggers. I see Sports Frenzy here. They have the channel over there, always having good content. I see IMAX it. Respect. That's JD. Dre Anyweather. Big up. I see Formula Sport. Big up yourself. Military Guna. I see Military Guna was up early saying Tapper out. Bless up Military Guna. I see Unseen Sports TV. Him there. Big up Talawa TV. She's, my friend. She's supposed to be joining us. As well. Ryan LFC. And Coach is there with Coach Minzy. Sports down the middle with Eddie Guna and those guys. Bless up and big up yourself. If I'm leaving out anyone, please let me know. Let me know. Yeah. Somebody is saying that Honduras at full strength is better than Panama at full strength. Really? Oh, they are not one of the best teams, but they have a good coach. That's an interesting take and thing. But yes, people, the truth is, I believe that what we should not do, we should not make household changes to the team for the next game. Yes, listen. Thank you, Jason Ferron. Let me just take a break and then I'll come back to that point. But big up Simon Preston at Reggae Boyz commentary, always putting out great information, so we can hear some stuff and know what is going on, especially when it comes on to players based in England. All right, listen, it's when it comes on to football. Let's look at the standing, because some of the times we're very selective again in terms of the stats that we use. So let's look at the standings right now. I'm going to share it with you. I know you know the point standing, right? Because this was a better window for Jamaica than the first window. The first window, we got 2 points out of a possible 9. This one, we got 4 out of a possible 9. All right, so let's look and see what that matches up to. All right, so that is the point standing. And let me just put up this comment from Kevin Campbell. Yeah, I think all of us people, because the truth is, some of us going to criticize the coach, but I don't think the coach needs to. I don't think the coach needs to bring in. I think he could rest Mariappa as an example. Do I think Mariappa had a very good window? All right. He could also give Shamar a rest. He could also give Javon Watson a rest, Junior Fleming a rest. Those are 4 changes that the coach could make to the present team and would be good. Yes, steadily. Yeah, man. Big up Eddie Guna Sports down the middle. Check them out, people. Doing the work over there. If it's a Guna, it must be good. Right, so there you go. The point standing are showing that Jamaica are in 6th place. We have a -4 goal. Right, so the team that is above us, right, are Costa Rica on 6, Panama and 8. Those are 2 catchable teams. So if we're aiming for fourth position, we can win the next game and we're right in the mix. All right? Because we're playing El Salvador, who are tied on points with us on 5. Okay? So we need to win against El Salvador away, come up to 8 points. And so now we need to look at who will Panama be playing. What are the next set of fixtures? When you look at the next set of fixtures, Panama goes to Honduras, who are changing their coach, and they'll be having back some of their players. I could see Panama losing to Honduras. I could see Canada beating Costa Rica. And Mexico and USA plays. I think that game will be drawn. And that would mean Jamaica is right in the mix because we have the USA next who will be on 12 points. People, you see that? And we have USA at home. What say you all? What say you? Is it still possible? Oh, and you're saying just 2 changes to the possible starting 11. Fleming and Haka. Okay? That could work. What say you people? True, Coach Miller. What say you? Is it possible, people? Yeah, there you go. David Nicholson knows a lot. He says, listen, look at this. He says, keep in mind that Panama best player is out against Honduras. Anibal Godoy, yellow card suspension, right? Andrade and Carrasquilla should be back. No, I'm not. I believe we can get the 4th spot. I honestly believe we can get the 4th spot. If we beat El Salvador, and Jamaica always matches up well against El Salvador. And say if we beat El Salvador, yeah, we have a good chance. Ian, you know that my coach used to tell me that Coach Christopher Bender when I was at under 21. And he always said, if it don't break, don't fix it. But in this case, I think Haka was brought in to fill a gap. I think he can be benched. Though Junior Fleming did some stuff, I think he can be benched because we have better quality. We can't have Leon Bailey and not play him if he's fit and up. We can't be playing Haka center back when we have Liam Moore and Ethan Pingle. We have a call coming in. So let's see this call. Hello. Welcome to I Am Sure. Linky. Yeah, man, you can talk up a little louder so we can hear you.
I'm on.
Yeah, man, you're on live, Linky, and we're hearing you. What say you?
Yeah, I think we should be Nicolas and as the target striker. He's not a target striker, he's real. He's a second striker, or withdrawn striker. So, you know what we should put out there is Andre Gray, because he's a target man. So the defensive target man. And he needs a second striker. That would be like, you could use what's that name again? Root. You could use Root. You could use what's name with him? Miguel Antonio and Colbert, because those are finishers.
So how you going? You can't. But Linky, hold on. You can't play those four players at the same time.
I say you can use them with Gray. Because Gray is the...
Oh, so you're saying that Gray is your hold on, let me get it. You're saying that Gray is your starter, and then you're going to try to put one person.
Yeah.
You're starting Gray over Antonio. You're starting Gray over Mikel Antonio.
Yeah, because he's a withdrawn, a target striker. He's a finisher.
But isn't Antonio a finisher as well and a target striker?
No. One is a hold up, target striker. Target striker is the one that hold up the ball and play with his back to the goal. And he's the man who pass the ball and give the finisher his goal at the goal. But he can score too, but his secondary duty is to score. His first duty is to release the ball over to the strikers there. Miguel Antonio is the one who is a target striker too, but he can use him as a striker finisher.
Okay.
So you have the two up front, and you have the 5 in the middle. Or you can use 4. You can use 4-4-2, and you can use 3-5-2. That calls for those kind of strikers.
All right, give me a starting 11 with your 3-5-2 formation.
Okay, my starting 11 would be Andre Gray as a target striker. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, man, no, man. Give me a starting 11. That's one person. Start in goal. Who you have in goal?
Yeah. Oh, okay. As usual, Gray. Blake.
Yes.
Blake in goal, right? I'm going to turn on this because talking back to me. Gray. On the left side, Rob Whitney. You have Pinnock. He said Pinnock on the left off. Center off, we have Leon Moore. And right off, either you can use Low or Mariato. Can you Low on the right side. The 5 across the middle on the right side.
So let me get you. Your defense line is Ethan Pinnock, Liam Moore.
Yeah, 3 off. We're going to use 3 off.
And then who is the next one?
The center off would be Moore. And the right will be right in there.
Yeah, man, the right.
Low.
Okay, so you're starting Low, Moore, and Pinnock, and Blake in goal. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, the 5 across the middle now. I'm going to use that name on the right side. You want to use that name, Bailey?
Bailey?
All right, Bailey.
No, man. Watch out. It's your team, I'm not here to help you. You pick a team.
Yeah, I was going to use the team that they use the recent match. All right, you're going to use that name there. Bobby Reed on the right side. Inside of Bobby Reed, I'm going to use Speedy Williams. And in the center, we call for Grant in the center. On the other side, outside of him, would be I don't want to put more. I don't want to put what.
Caller, you
Okay, on the left wing, I'm going to use that name there. What's the guy named Fleming? Inside of Fleming, I'm going to use Leon Low. Jamel Low it was?
Yes.
Okay. Up front, I'm going to use that name there. What's the guy name again? Gray. And inside of him, I'm going to use that name there. Root.
All right.
Those are the team. Yeah.
So your team don't have Leon Bailey in it?
I'm using the team what they pick to because
No, man. But Linky, no, all right. Hey, but what I'm saying is that you're picking a team, and then in the middle of the team, you're saying that is the team that they're picking. So what you need to do for me is no, follow me. What I want you to do for me, right? You need to get a piece of paper, write down your team that you want to pick. We're not trying to figure out what the coach is trying to do. For the game against El Salvador, who are the 11 players you would play? And then you call back and tell us that. No, man. So what I'm saying, just write it down. Just write that down because we have a next call coming in, and then call us back. Because you just named a team, but I thought it was your team. They're saying that that is not your team. I want to hear your team.
All right. That's what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, man. All right. Linky from Connecticut.
Yeah.
All right. So people, what do you think about that? A lot of people have been crying out for a back three, saying that the back three is the best thing for us. What do you think? Playing a back three? I agree with some of the persons. Brownman Security. A lot of people are saying this, and I listen. Here's my point. My point is this. It's very simple. We cannot make household changes to the team. So this is right. We cannot make household changes to the team. If we do that, we are going to suffer. We can't do that. We can't change up the whole team. We can't. We can't just win a game and bring in 11 new players. Well, 8 new players again. We have to find a way of like saying, okay, for the El Salvador game, let's bring in 3 into this team that played the last game. And then for the USA game, let's add 2 more. So over the 2 games, we would have brought in 5 new players. But we can't start the El Salvador game with 8 new players. It don't make any sense. So let's see who are the 3 most important changes. Hold on, we have a next call coming in. So, caller, welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm going.
Yeah, man, this sound like King Jav.
Yes, it is I.
You sound like how you type, you know. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Alright, so my lineup would be before 2-1s in. And for so of course a Blake in goal. And then the 3 centre backs that I would use is Pinnock, Mariappa, and Moore. I know a lot of people don't like this, but personally I'm gonna put Damon Lowe in the midfield alongside Grant. Zane?
You're bringing who beside Grant? Who beside Grant? Damien Lowe beside Grant. Okay.
Yeah, that's my thing. I think he's a better midfielder than a defender. Trust me, that's what I personally think. But on the right, we'll have Javier Brown, Kemar on the left. So the 2 attackers would have be look on Bobby Reed, Bailey on the left, Bobby Reed on the right, Bailey on the left, and up top that's so you Shamar. Is that me? And if we get Demar Gray, it'll be Demar Gray on the right and Bailey on the left.
Okay, so all right, so you have in goal Blake, in defense you have Mariappa, Pinnock, Moore. In holding midfield you have Lowe and Grant.
That's right.
All right, the 3 would be Bailey,
if we get
Demar Gray and who in the central Roof?
Up top, right now because of the physicality and his height, but I would rather start with
Shamar?
And then probably, it's a toss between Roof and Shamar. I'm really torn between.
But you're missing out on one person in midfield though, like that would be the number 10. Ravel? Did you say Ravel?
A 3-4-2-1 and
3-4-2. 3-4. Okay, so who is the 2 that you? So the 4 is, remember the 4 would be Lowe, Grant,
Javian Brown on the right.
Oh, Javian Brown, and
On the right, yeah. And Lawrence on the left.
and Kemar Lawrence on the left.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 3, 4, and then 2. Who is the 2?
Right. Bailey and Gray.
Bailey and Gray, and then who is the 1?
That's Damari Gray, by the way. Not
Yeah, man, Demari Gray, right? And who is the 1?
Either Shamar or Roof.
You have to make up your mind, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that the one is sticky. No, that I really think about it, you most likely will have the Roof. The Roof kind of like he's the inform man up top for us.
So no space for Ravel in your team.
Not in the starting. Must come off a bench.
And no place for Mikel Antonio in your team.
Bench. Although I know he's a great man, still come off a bench.
Okay, all right. All right.
Yeah, man, that's the thing that's that more share, man.
All right then. All right. Thanks for the call. Keep supporting the channel. All right. If you have not yet, please hit the like button. All right. And get some people to subscribe onto the great work. All right. King Jav, blessings. There you go. Yes, people. There you go. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that team? 3, 4, 2, 1. That's what King Jav says. Best of Pepper Paul. People, if you have not yet, please hit the like button. My team for El Salvador: Low, Pinnock, Lawrence, Fisher. Listen, Ian Campbell, like he has been converted. Grant, Morrison, which is Rafael Morrison, Daniel Johnson, Bailey, Roof, and Nicholson. All right. So in Ian's team, there is no Mikel Antonio. Whoa. Oh, sorry, Jason Ferron. What is your comment? I didn't see it, man. Put it back so I can see it. I'm not hiding from it, man. People, when I say I don't get the comment sometime, is just send it back, man. What is it? Let me see if I can find Jason Ferron. Just drop it back, Jason Ferron. Yeah, but I don't think we should make 8 changes to the team. I think the most we should make for the first game against El Salvador, in my opinion, is around 3 to 4 changes. That's it. Jason Ferron, what's the comment? All right, so here you go. Let me take this people and then I'll come back to some others. All right, we seem to gloss over the face that D-Low, which is Damian Lowe, has not been performing, and it is always overlooked. He can be a very good player on his day, but he needs to raise his game. Listen, let me tell you this. I totally agree. I'm going to have a call coming in, Jason Ferron, because this man I think needs to bench. Caller, welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Who?
I Am Sure Sports.
Oh, this is Salty, man.
Salty. This is management. How you doing, man?
Oh, you don't know that number I want to call you with, man. A different phone.
Yeah, man, I'm on the live show, you know. You're going live?
Yeah, man, I'm watching your program, man.
Okay. What say you?
I was going to give my 11 for the game coming up.
All right, go ahead.
Based upon, I'm going off players that have been available so far and stuff. You know, I'm not including nobody like Damari Gray who have heard rumors about.
Okay, understandable.
Who actually play so far in the squad. If everybody is around, right?
Okay, sure.
Is Blake in goal, Lawrence left back, Liam Moore, and for the other centre half, I would say Damian Lowe normally, but he had a horrible game the other night. So I'm not sure. It's either him or Mariapal. I'm not sure which one. But I would like to sell Lowe, but I don't know. He didn't play well the other.
I agree. I think I would bench him still for the El Salvador game.
Yeah, so it's either or Pinnock is available. I don't think Lowe had a horrible game, honestly. And then I don't O'Neal Fisher. I play him at right back. I don't the other guy needs to sit now.
That's Alvas Powell.
Yes. And then it's a 4-2-3-1. And then Grant and Speedy Williams. and Burke on the left side, Liam Moore in the middle, behind forward.
Liam Moore?
No, sorry,
Kemar Roof, okay.
Like, you know, the number 10 thing, because I see him play the other day, I see him drop off deep sometime, and him try and make 2 passes, and him run off the forward. And then Leon Bailey on the right side. And then for forward is either Antonio if him come or Nichols.
Okay.
So you're 4-2-3-1.
So it's a 4-2-3-1. So you're really only making 2 changes to the side that played against. Like 3 changes. You drop Low, you drop Junior Fleming, and you drop Junior Fleming and bring in Burke. You drop Low and bring in Liam Moore. And and you drop Trevon Watson and bring in Leon Bailey. And then you may change out Bowser for Antonio if he comes. So that's 4 changes.
Yeah, me.
Right. But if Bowser is...
You know what I mean? So,
but what you think, though? Yes, do you think it is still possible that they based on the point standing, that we still have a good opportunity to qualify or to get even to the 4th position based on the point standing?
Yeah, 8 games to go on with 3 points behind the 4th place. That's really 1 game, 1 result.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And I thought he had a caller earlier. He's making a lot of excuses. He's saying why Canada don't win because of the field at Jamaica. Panama don't beat Canada because of the referee. But because of the referee. But then him trying to downplay Jamaica victory in Honduras. He was talking about the number of chances that Honduras get. Like he's forgetting that was an away game for Jamaica. It's an away game, in front of a crowd. So at some point, the home team are going to get some chance. And at some point, your defense is going to give up chances a lot for the 90 minutes. It was an away game. I don't think you can throw any cold water upon a team going away to another team in front of how much those people are beating them to it, and then trying to look for all the little faults, and then say you're not too excited or you don't see much positive in it. I think the mere fact that it was an away game is positive in itself.
Yeah. So, and what are your thoughts on the over? What are your thoughts on the game in Honduras? Because a lot of people still giving the coach a hard time, giving the team a hard time.
Because them automatically want to give the coach a hard time whether they win or lose. And so them just trying to find all kind of faults whether we win or lose. So I hear some of them say the coach now have nothing to do with the win. But I guess if we did lose, them would have ball for him to get fire and everything. So I don't know what them really want and them things there. But the fact is, as I said, we a game. And another thing the caller was saying is that we never do anything on the attacking end. And that's not true. Kind of the first half we create some openings. Even like Junior Fleming had a couple shots in the box so him kick straight to the keeper.
And Williams had one. Speedy Williams had one at the top of the box as well that the keeper saved.
Yeah, well, I think, and there was another one with Speedy Williams where I think he should have played through Roof.
Right.
But instead him shoot from out of the box and all them things. So I think that caller was it just him have a negative mindset and him stuck in that and that. So find an excuse for Canada why them can't win in Jamaica. Find an excuse for Panama why them can't win in Canada. And then don't play in Jamaica win away from home in Honduras. And find a negative.
Because when
people just negative about it.
Yeah, but a lot of people are saying, because I hear a lot of people saying that the surface in Jamaica is bad. But aren't these players professional players? When I look at some of the places like even Europa League play, and they have this.
So that is part of the whole home and away thing. The fact that them come there and them can't win because of the field bad, well, that is our advantage. When we travel away to other teams, them have for them advantage. Why you want everything good for the away team? When we go away to them implement things. They make noise and the players can't sleep and stuff like that. And so everybody have them own advantages. That's why you have home and away. So who cares if the field bad? Why the field must be good for Canada?
Yeah, very, very.
So if a team, if the USA come to Jamaica and lose, we must be happy that we beat them because our feelings bad and it wasn't comfortable for the US. It is not our job to make it comfortable for them. It's a home and away thing, and when you go away, you have a disadvantage, and when you come home, you must have your advantage.
Yeah, you're right, Sultan, because one of the other things people are saying is that, like, some of the times it's hard, because how do you know? Because based on some of the names people say are going to be available for the next window, how do you know, like, don't play Fisher? Like, how do you take him out, on what merit? Or what?
You have another right back apart from Iman Alvas.
And Javian Brown, who came on, is the next one. But some people are even saying play a back three and put somebody else over there. But how a man score a important goal to kind of ease the pressure? Never had a poor game.
I think people are coming up with different ideas and stuff. So when a man to play a back three, that is just another person's idea and all the things there. So all of what we are saying, we know the coach might not do none of them things there. So it's just different people have different opinions. So I don't really put a lot of that for practice. But if you have a player like a back four with a right back and thing, I believe that guy should play over Alvas.
Yeah, but the other thing I want to ask is that you have listened to a couple of the interview with T-Gat and with Hector Wright, and I know you over the years you have a dialogue with some of the former players in the national team. I mean, what are your thoughts on their sentiment towards players who are not locally, I would say locally born, because it's not locally based?
I never watch enough a T-Gat interview to give our opinion on what he's saying. I never watch enough. I watch until he was speaking about Klein and college and how him go FIBA and all of that. And then after that, I couldn't watch anymore. I had to go do what I had to do. But with Hector Wright, I watched it last night at home. And when him get to the point when he was talking about that thing, after that, I don't watch no more. I never like what he was saying. You understand? So I was watching from the start, but when him get to that point and he talk about Kemaru and he talk down the players, them and overseas players, and so I don't bother watch no more. I stop watching.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I personally don't like it. Every man for a man of the team. I don't know how people question an ex-man commitment. I don't know. You just see a man and I say because a man born overseas him less committed. When me personally mean no local baller who born in Jamaica and them not committed. So for you say because a man born overseas him not committed and automatically a man born in Jamaica committed, it's not true. Not true, because enough man born in Jamaica keep up all the foolishness in the team and bring down the team. It's just that you can't talk about enough of the things them what we hear happening in them teams there.
Yeah. Okay.
Even when them talk about Walter Boyd and him is the greatest this and him is the greatest that, I'm one of the best. If people really talk about some of the things them when him do, was he committed? When him over Nannyville and turn and them a wait for him for go game and them things. But he was locally bad. So when them say he was in discipline and he used to do this and he used to do that, a lot of what him do, a man could have said him never committed. But him born in Jamaica. So why is it that anybody born in Jamaica any more committed than anybody who born here?
Yeah. Solid points.
I don't like them things. So after a while I just cut off Hector Wright and about them. I'm a baller still because me used to cheer for FIBA, him and T-Gat and Hero Scott and Casman Williams and all them. So when FIBA used to come at town, I always used to go at them games them everywhere. But I never like what him say.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to share, Salty?
But bless up yourself, man, and big up yourself for your program.
Yeah, man.
Like your program, I like listening to it. And during the day when me at work, I do my thing. Sometimes I can't watch, but I listen through the headphone.
Yeah,
so I might now looking at the man and face and I watch a thing, but I listen to it,
Yeah, man. Respect. Thanks for the support, Salty. Yeah, man. Bless you.
All right, bless, man.
Yeah, man. There have it, people. You see, so a lot of people are agreeing that we shouldn't make household changes to the side. You understand me? As 3 persons come in and then we make changes to the team. But I think, Jason Ferron, let's take this. I mean, I think your earlier comment is so true. I think Lowe has not been looking well as of recent.
coming out of the Gold Cup, he was in the Gold Cup team at the tournament. But I don't know if he has an injury. I know he has a lot of tape all over him. So I think maybe he needs to sit out a game. I also think it was not the best idea for Lowe to play in Egypt. I don't know how much he's developing over there as well. And I feel like the longer he plays in Egypt, is the poorer his quality is going to get when he comes back to CONCACAF. And I think he should be looking to make a move outside of Egypt into somewhere else right now. All right, we have a next call coming in, so let's take that and then, yeah, man, we get back to the comments. Carla, good afternoon. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. All right, Linky. Yeah, man. All right, you ready for your formation and your starting 11? Run it.
Yeah. The goalkeeper is Blake. On the right off, you have Lowe. Center off, you have Moore. Left off, you have Ethan Pinnock. On the left flank, you have Gray, Murray Gray. You have the inside man, you have he's a box-to-box midfielder. You have Robin Morrison. Inside of him, you have Andre Grant. He's a center defensive mid. You have the attacking mid. You have Kevin Stewart. On the right side now, you have, I'm going to have to use two because I don't know if Bailey coming or Bailey or Reed. Those are the two over that side. And the target striker now, we have Andre Gray. And I'm going to use two guys now. They can play off. The attacking striker would be Root and Anthony. Michael Anthony.
So, all right. So let me go over your starting 11 because I'm going to show you how many changes you're making. Blake in goal. You said that your back three will be Lowe, Moore, and Pinnock.
Right.
All right. Then you have Demari Gray.
Right.
You have Ravel Morris.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Grant.
Right, yeah.
Kevin Stewart.
Yeah, that's the next new player.
Huh?
I got two new players. I got two new players, Kevin Stewart and Demar Gray.
Hold on a sec. So let's go again, right? In goal you have Andre Blake.
Right.
Back three, East Liam Moore, Ethan Pinnock, and Damian Lowe.
Right.
All right, because you're playing 3-5-2.
5-2.
All right,
yeah.
So in your midfield 5 would be Kevin Stewart, Anthony Grant, Ravel Morris, Demari Gray, and Leon Bailey. And up front you have Kemar Roof and Mikel Antonio.
Yeah.
So listen what you're doing now. You are bringing in, check how much players you're bringing into the team. Ethan Pinnock, Liam Moore, Kevin Stewart, Ravel Morris, Mikel Antonio, Liam Bailey, Damari Gray. You don't think that is too many changes to make?
No, because they use the same formation for the club. They play for the club. So that would be you call that, what do you call that now? Ready-made. You got a ready-made mesh. Nothing changed.
I didn't hear that. Go ahead, caller. Linky.
Yeah, you got to call that ready-made in the synchronized because they all play same position for the club.
Oh, you're saying that they would be okay to fit into this because this is how they play at their clubs.
Club, yeah, right.
Okay.
All right. I still believe it is too many changes, especially to a team that just won a game and they drew a game before that. So this team is
Yeah, but
basically go ahead.
yeah, you reason why they won the game is because the other team wasn't a good team.
Yeah,
Because
but
this,
yeah, but what I'm
what
saying,
made the
Carla,
game was
why every
a
time?
confused game.
Listen, all right, from
A
the Gold Cup,
confused
all
game.
right, from the Gold Cup, right? Jamaica
Yeah,
played 2 games in the Gold Cup, and everybody kept on
yeah,
saying the only reason. Let me go back to Serbia. When we played against
yeah.
Serbia, everybody said that it's because Serbia never bring them best players. That's the only reason why we won. All right, bam. When we lost against Japan, they said that you see it, we're not good. Japan better than us. All right, bam, fine. We come to the Gold Cup, we win the first 2 games. It's because those teams are not good why we won. All right, we lost to I think Costa Rica and we lost to the USA because those teams are better than us. All right, we lost our first. We lost the game in Mexico. It's because we weren't good. All right. We drew with Costa Rica. It's because Costa Rica team old. We are right. We draw with Costa Rica. It's because Costa Rica team old. All right. Then we lost to Panama. It's because the Panama team is so good and they're a top team and they have a great coach. All right.
Yeah, right.
Watch this. We lose to the USA. We lose to the USA. USA better than us. We draw with Canada. Well, the only reason we draw with Canada is because of the field. We go to Honduras. The team beat Honduras. The only reason why I beat Honduras is because they are not good. At what point? When do we give the team credit?
I'm going to tell you something. If those people know football, they know that when you play Panama, the reason why they lose in Panama is because they're playing long ball over the nigger. They cut out the nigger. If you look at that game, Jamaica played better than Panama in that game.
Yeah. Okay. Jamaica played better than Panama in that game?
Yeah, yeah.
Really? Which game are you talking?
Yeah.
The game that Panama gave us 3
The
love?
one in Jamaica.
Jamaica played better than Panama?
Than Panama in that game. You look into it and you can see.
What? I need to look into it because I didn't see that. I need to look back into it.
Look into the only reason why the reason why them Jamaica, the Jamaicans play over passes. You have five way of winning. You have going to the back,
Yes.
outside the wing, and cross it to the striker. They instead of do that, they go over the leg. So they cut out the attacking part of the speed and cut out the striker, the creative part. So they go from defense to strike, and they keep on putting pressure back on themselves. That's why it seems like they're playing good.
Okay.
That's why they look like they're playing better. Panama was playing better.
Listen.
Because
Panama
turn back and run into defense.
No, then they were running back and turning to defend. You cannot say we're playing better. But we have a next call coming in.
Because the coach tell them to defend, park the bus. That's what the coach tell them to park the bus. And instead of going press, what they should be doing, they should be counter pressing the Panamanians.
All right.
So that they have to keep on turning back the ball to the goalkeeper.
All right. All I am saying is that you cannot say the team played better than Panama, and then you're making all of these things. You can't. That don't sound right to me.
It's like look into it. If you have a heat map, you can check out the heat map and ensure that in Panama, the few little time that Panama get the ball.
The few little time Panama get the ball. Listen. Are you sure the Panama? Are you? Hold on. Are you talking the Honduras game?
No, I'm talking the Panamanian game when they kick out the ball to the Panamanian guy, so the man makes five or six passes down. When you make it one pass up, kick the ball up to the
all right,
striker, and they come back down. The ball coming back down to you. So if it's 11 times when you kick out the ball, 11-5 is 65 passes. It look like Panamanian was making another pass, but it's because of the Jamaicans. They kick out the ball and back off of the Panamanian guy and then pass around the ball. They pass the ball and open up the lane so that they can cut through.
All right, but what I'm saying, Carla,
the very thing you're saying is suggesting that Panama did what they were supposed to do and Jamaica did not. So for you to then turn around and say,
That's why I said left to the coach.
what,
Coach made
no,
the decision,
all right.
the wrong decision.
So if the coach made the wrong decision and Jamaica didn't do what they were supposed to do, how you can say that Panama did not play better than Jamaica?
Players did what they supposed to do, but the only thing the coach
You break.
keep on kick out the ball up and pass the striker.
Oh, so the players did what they were supposed to do, but the coach didn't give them good instructions.
Right.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so the coach didn't give them good instructions. They did what they were supposed to do based on the wrong instruction. The coach
If you look at the play, you can see keep on moving. But the only thing coach tell them say part the ball. So when they go up and kick over the ball come back down to them.
All right.
And so they have to witness.
Okay. All right, Linky, we have a next call coming in. So, but thanks for your opinion. Really value it. Yeah, man, and thank you for listening and thanks for the support.
I used to coach,
Yeah? You used to coach? What's the name? What's the name of the team?
I St. George, so when I used to play for St. George, so I used to coach the all those guys.
Oh, you ever win anything yet as a coach?
No, I never played to win competition. When I come over here, I coach every year.
We say you don't play to win competition? All right.
No, I was coaching to teach younger guys.
Oh, okay. So you actually never. Oh, you actually never coach a team. You just okay.
Yeah. This guy here, where me and him coaches, this guy was just fired.
Jerome Wade. Okay.
And when I used to talk and talk to the guys then.
All right. Yeah, man. All right. Thanks for the call, Linky. We have a call coming in, so we're going to run. But thanks for the call. Yeah, man. Blessings. All right. Yeah, man. People, let me just take a couple of these comments quickly. Cranky, what would I do if all the players indicated is available? All right. And I think you suggested. So let me just state this, right? My first position is that I'm not going to make household changes to the team. All right. That's number one. I think we can make some changes because some players played good, but they were not excellent. So therefore, they don't have a guarantee starting position. So this is Cranky's team. Given what I believe, our best formation is to play 3 at the back. All right. And so for this game, honestly, I am going to put Damian Lowe. For the next game, I'll put Damian Lowe on the bench. All right. On performance, I am starting Adrian Mariappa. All right. I'm starting Adrian Mariappa. And I'm going to start, if all the players are available again, I'm going to start Adrian Mariappa and let me, caller. Hello, caller.
Yes, blessing.
Yeah, man.
Can I hear me?
Yeah, man. We're hearing you. All right, just hold on. Let me just finish on with Cranky's point, and then I'll come to you. You can hold on for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, man.
All right.
No problem.
All right. So here we go, people. So my Blake in goal. I am going to bench Damian Lowe, not because he's a bad player, but he's making too many mistakes and getting unnecessary cards. So I'm going to start Mariappa, and I'm going to start with him, Liam Moore, and put Mariappa on the right. I think Taxi has done well enough to stay in the starting team. So he stays in the starting team. And then I would go. So I'm going to go with what the coach should do, which is his regular 4-2-3-1 formation. All right, I wouldn't do that. So that's Mariappa, Liam Moore, Taxi on that side. And here's the thing: I'm going to start Fisher based on his last performance. If he fails, I substitute him. All right, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I'm going to start Grant, and I'm going to start Ravel because I'm going to start Grant, and if Ravel is available, I'm starting Ravel beside of Grant. I'm going Leon Bailey on one side. I'm going Kemar Roof in the middle because I'm going to start Mikel Antonio up front, and then I'd play Amari Gray. That would be the starting 11 that I would use. I am not going to start Kevin Stewart, not because I don't think he's a great player or a good player,
but I don't think it would be good to make two midfield changes in the present setup right now. I don't think it is wise to bring in 7 players. I think at most I would bring in 4, and then going into the USA game, I would add 2 more players to that. So that would be my option, Cranky. Carla, just go ahead. Again, welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Just say your name and make your point.
Yeah, man. Rudy from New York. Yeah. So my starting 11 would be, first and foremost, let me tell you the formation I'm going. I'm going with a 3-5-2. Right. However, when we have the ball in transition in attack, I don't know if the players are good enough to do it. I would use my attacking mid as a third striker. So then in transition, when we have the ball in attack, we'll be playing a 3-4-3.
Okay.
Right? So here's my back three. Lawrence. Lawrence, because I have a better option. But I think we need a better replacement for him. But I'm using him because I don't think we have a better option. I'm using more in front of Blake, and I'm using Mariappa out on the right, right? And in the midfield, I'm playing either I'm playing 2 defensive mid and an attacking mid, or I'm playing an attacking mid. I'm playing an attacking mid and a defensive mid side by side. So my defensive mid would be Grant, right? And if Ravi Morrison is available, I would have Ravi Morrison beside him. If Ravi Morrison not available and we have Johnson, I take Johnson beside him. No, that's for two of the midfielders, and then I'm gonna have 3 midfielders across because I'm playing 2 behind the 3 main midfielders, main guys in the midfield.
Yeah.
Across. I would probably have Evan Williams out on the left, right? And I would have Roof playing center mid, right? There's a trick to that. Remember I said when we're attacking, it's going to turn into a 3-4-3 formation.
Okay.
And then out on the right, I would probably use Javan East, or if you see him, Devon Williams. It's a flip between 2 of them. Can play out there, I would use him. And then up front, I would use Andre Gray and Bobby Reed. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, in attack, when we are attacking with the ball, I would somehow transition into a 3-4-3. So when we're attacking, we have 3 forwards. So Kemar Roof would be the 3rd forward, right? He would be playing a more central role. Andre Gray would be playing more over to the left side.
Whoa.
And Bobby Reed would be on the right.
Okay, so you there's no space in your team for Leon Bailey?
Leon Bailey is great, He's a good player. But some players are just club players. They show up for clubs. When it comes to country, they're just not it. And he haven't proved anything yet. I mean, to his defense, he have a lot of injury. So we gotta see what happens. He gotta improve his game first, and we have to raise our standard. We have to raise our standard. If you're not playing good, you can't make the team. Name alone don't work. No matter what club you're playing for.
But if you say they're not playing good, if you're not playing good and you shouldn't make the team, how does Javan East make a team?
Yeah, but I'm saying in the squad I'm making the team is 2 different things. He can be in the squad, but Javan East is not suffering from an injury. You understand what I'm saying?
But he's not playing good. He's not playing good. Even Corey Burke is playing. When Corey Burke plays, he plays better than Javan East.
But what position Corey Burke is?
He can play the same. He can play on that same outside. That's where the coach has been deploying him.
Well, all right. Well, we can move Javan East and we can try Jamal Lowe and the right side of the midfield.
Or even Jamal Lowe. Yeah.
Yeah, we could try Jamal Lowe up there.
And Bobby Reed as well. How you put Bobby Reed up there over?
No. I want Bobby Reed up front. I know why I want him up front.
Explain to us why you want Bobby Reed up front. Explain to us.
Bobby Reed, because he has the pace, he's a decent passer, and he have good goals. He can score goals. So I need him closer to the goal. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need him too far back. That's what I'm saying. I need him to operate on the right channel. From the other team defensive third to the midfield. That's where I need him to be operating over on the right. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need him too far back. We can't get goals like that when all our attacking players and the players who are potential goal scorer dropping too deep to pick up the ball. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
But, so like I said, Kemar Roof is gonna be the key player in this because he's playing two roles. He's playing as the main center mid, and he's also playing as a third forward once we have the ball. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. But the people don't like your team though. I don't know why.
Okay. No, them not. Listen. It's like a call I would have just called.
Yes.
Me try the coaching thing. Me build my own team. By one team then. Me play ball. When I come to America, I was too old, so I was only able to play Division 3 college league. You know
Okay.
The one season I was the top scorer for mine. So me now come up with ball game based on even Java and East and Fisher. I just put them based on what we have. If we had better players, they wouldn't be on the field.
But you have that's what they're saying. You have Jamal, like for East, for example, you have Jamal Lowe. They will tell you have Jamal Lowe, you have Corey Burke, you have Leon Bailey. Why would you start Javan East over those three?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just never seen what's his name play good for Jamaica Bailey.
Leon, you know that people always say that. You guys remember when Leon Bailey played his first couple of games for Jamaica? He played against Antigua, and where he scored his first goal. And then when he played in that first Gold Cup, I believe he has played well. I would say as of late, what I'm saying that he has not played as good as when he's at Bayern. But when he has played, given some of the circumstances and the change in a personnel, can we really blame him in the system that he has been deployed?
All right. Listen. In the system that he has deployed, I understand. It's not a good system. It's not carefully thought of. I don't think the coach is up to the job. I don't think he's ready for the job. So maybe that kind of kill Leon Bailey's game. But sometimes your personal interest and your personal best, you got to put it out on the field. And I have yet to see that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand.
And I'm not saying he shouldn't be in the squad, you know. I'm saying
you wouldn't start him. Yeah, based on his present form and playing, you wouldn't start him, yeah.
I wouldn't start him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see, and another point I want to touch back, you know, because I'm watching a lot, you know, brother.
Yeah.
You see me? And one thing I want to say to you, after this football thing over, you guys don't disappear off of YouTube because this is needed in a break.
No, man, it won't happen, man.
You guys are not just speaking for Jamaica national team now. You guys are speaking for the youths because right now, every time I watch your guys' program, it shows how much development we need in our football in Jamaica. And the more people on YouTube uttering, the more it will reach the right ears. You understand what I say?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you're absolutely right. But I can tell you this, that like even on my show, we talk about NFL, we talk about cricket, we talk about like recently I did a whole thing with Zanetta Alvaranga, she has broken every junior swimming record. So we do that. You have like right. Coach Minzy, who is a track and field coach. But we'll be here, man. And you know, we'll cover the JPL as well.
But what I'm saying,
yeah.
How do we take it from YouTube and put it on the right desk and the government's desk? Because these things can also help Jamaica. We can market our people through sports and stuff, you know. So we need to have it going on the right desk. I don't just want it on YouTube. I want all the YouTubers, you understand what I'm saying, come together and form a body. You understand what I'm saying? And put proposal to the government that could help youth development in every sport in Jamaica. So we just want the things for them on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, absolutely. But no, man, remember that we made some proposal that we sent in to JFF and all. We tried the things, you know, which I mean, a lot of the YouTubers do it. We use the influence to get things into the important places and things to get people's opinion. But caller, we have a next call coming in. So I'm going. Go ahead. Yeah, man. No, man, not up. Go ahead.
try not to. What you hear me say? You see, sometimes when you believe in something, Reggie, when you believe in something, you have to fight for it. And you have people there, Jamaica. You have people there, Jamaica march. You know, vaccine. You have people there, Jamaica march. See a country, same way we need to march for the youths.
Exactly.
So all these programs that you guys are putting forward to the JFFR, the necessary body, if they're not responding to you guys should take the same action, and I would support it.
Okay, okay. Okay, I get what you're saying, yeah.
And the next point, let me get so we can get off of your phone quickly. I've been listening to the interviews to the whole guys, the Craig Boyz and all those guys. You know what I'm saying? And for Craig Boyz, that to me, player development, I give that to him, but to me, it's just a loud one. I don't think he would be better than Tapper, right? I was listening to Edgar Wright interview. I had to stop just to see him. You understand what I'm saying? I was listening to Paul T. Davis, who was one of my favorite strikers. I wasn't too impressed with what he was saying just to see him. And I speak to also another top striker for Jamaica who played all overseas. I won't say his name. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He share the same last name as Freddie. He was saying they don't appreciate the English players. And I'm like, and they keep telling me, when I was playing, when you guys was playing, how come Jamaica had so much failed campaigns? If you guys was this good, how come we had so much failed campaigns before '98?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know Jamaica had one foot in World Cup before, I think it was 66. A lot of people don't know Jamaica had one game to go, and was leading the game 2-0, And the team was playing come back and beat us 3-2, and that kept us out of the World Cup. A lot of people think '98 was the first close call.
Okay. See, I never know that. So you see why we need callers like you to come and teach us. Because
listen, I tell you something, Reggie. This is someone talk ball. Me build my team there. Me build my under 16 team. I'm there Rallington Town. But they run ball every day. Me used to the upper Santos. Because Santos, me never met it. Me go one day and
caller, watch out now. Listen, we have so many calls coming in. We're very sorry, but when we do it again, please call back, right? Because I want to give somebody else a chance. And you understand me? So thanks again for the time. Really appreciate the call.
Yeah, man.
Yes, caller. Welcome to the show. Hello, caller.
My name's Mike. I'm a four-time.
No, man. No. The phone don't hang up. The phone rang out. My apologies, man. You know, we had a next call online. Welcome to the show. Tell us your name and what is your what you want to talk about today.
I go by the alias of Stan Cranky.
People, the great one is here. They call him Stan Cranky. So
and by the way, Shatta, it's my birthday today, so I'm off. So
what?
I'm not on lunch.
Happy people, finally, he's not in a meeting or at lunch. Welcome, Stan Cranky, to this. A happy birthday.
I took the day off. Yeah, thank you. I took the day off. So my next man, here's my question, which is, I know a lot of fans say, well, you know what? If it's not broken, don't fix it. So we tried the Panama situation one-off. It didn't work, and they're like, you know what? We don't want to go back there. So here's the problem with that. First of all, players like Roof playing that game didn't really look well, and yet we saw him in the next window when he came back, how well he looked. People need time to blend, need time to acclimate, need time to assimilate. And the problem you have with that team was it was poorly constructed, poorly set up, no chemistry, no strategy. Of course it's going to fail, even if you have good players. So here's a question for you. If I have Antonio, who's one of the best forwards in the PL, without a doubt, if I have Gray, who's one of the cheapest buy and get all the accolades, he costs Everton about $1 million. He plays both offense and defense. He can pass. He gets in the space. He can beat a man. He's quality, not debatable. And I have Bailey, who started off on fire at Aston Villa, but has been injury prone. Do you tell me if I have those three players, they don't start in Jamaica team, no matter who we have today? How can one justify that?
All right.
It's hard. You can put them on the bench for what? For later on? To play who? To play Reed, who hasn't played well? To play Nicholson, who hasn't played well? To play who? I'm confused.
All right, very very good question and cranky solid point. So what we are saying, let's look at the El Salvador game. Very good quality players, but the issue we have is not whether or not these players are good enough to earn a starting spot in Jamaica's game. Is how we integrate them in the team in a way that we still maintain some sort of chemistry, win the game, but still bringing them in. So that is why my suggestion is not to bring in 8 of these players, though they are better, but to bring in 4 maximum, I would, for the game against El Salvador. And then for the next game, when the coach would have had them for up to, I think, because of the space in between the games from the time they get here to the second game is around 7 days. And when they take, excluding the travel days, because it's El Salvador and back. So that way the coach would have the benefit of having more of them for the USA game. So in the USA game, having had them in training, having integrated 4 in the El Salvador game, you can bring in an X3. So by the time you get to the USA game, you'd have had like 7 new players, but 4 would have been integrated before. I think that is. Go ahead.
So I don't dispute the notion. I'm sorry, I don't dispute the notion, management, that you want continuity, right? But think about this: if you want to blend them, where's the best place to blend them? It's against a more inferior opponent, not against the USA or Mexico. You want to blend them. You want to get them on the field together, play together for a good amount of time against a lesser opponent. So when you get to the more major opponents, they already have built up some chemistry. And the reason why I have Stewart in the midfield is because Grant, Speedy, and Watson don't progress the ball well, right? Stewart's a much better tackler than Grant and progress the ball better. We don't have anything in the midfield. That's why people call for McGee, where somebody can turn on someone and create mismatches going up for you. We don't have any game where we pass the ball through the lines to get our forwards behind the defense. People are getting confused about, because we have some positive outcome, that's sufficient. Against the better teams, we struggle because we don't have the quality to compete with them. We haven't had 40% possession in any single game that we played so far. That's unacceptable. That's a lack of quality. Even on Honduras, we had 36% possession. How can we then walk comfortable and say, you know what, we are fine with all of this. We won a game and we draw one, so that's all fine. We can go 3 at the back and have low block. That's how we want to play. We want to impose ourselves. You and I don't want to watch a game and sit there on pins and needles thinking, you know what, I hope we nick one here and I hope we lock it off. We want to impose ourselves on teams. And the players, look, I understand when you make wholesale changes, that's difficult. It affects the chemistry. It affects camaraderie. It may even affect the mood in the camp. But guys, think about it. If I have those players and I want them to build a momentum, I want to get them in place so that we can dominate. I want to be able to impose ourselves. I want to get up the chart because right now I'm in, 6th place. And I want to go up the table. I have to be able to overcome a Panama, who is probably in the 4th slot. It's going to be hard to overcome Canada, the US, or Mexico. I can't wait to do it. I know people are like, no, and I heard Zimmerman say this, no, we can't do that because that's going to affect the chemistry. We have some positive results. But we're going to play the US and Mexico in the next round. How do we look against those teams in the last round?
Yeah, I mean, we look poor. And so here's Cranky. So what? Because, all right. So in the next window, in addition to these players, you have Ethan Pinnock, Liam Moore, Kevin Stewart, Daniel Johnson, Ravel Morris, Mikel Antonio, Demari Gray, and Leon Bailey coming in. Are you saying that those 8 players start against El Salvador along with Blake?
The only change I'll make for the team I suggested earlier is maybe a roof or Ravel. That's it.
Okay.
No, the right back position is a problem. I don't have a right back. I actually run in there as a throw-in. I don't have a right back. I don't believe in 3 at the back, frankly.
Okay. So you're still playing. You're keeping the 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, because I have the quality to play 4-2-3-1.
All right.
If I don't have the quality, I go 3 at the back.
Okay, so you have the quality. So in defense, are you keeping Mariappa?
No, I'm putting Pinnock and Low in there, even though I think Low is error prone, but
So
I'm putting Low and Pinnock in there.
You're playing Low.
One left foot on the left side, one right foot on the right side, yeah.
So you think Low would give you better output than Mariappa or Liam Moore?
They're all close to me. I don't see a big differentiation between all 3 of them. Plus, I'm always thinking about the politics also. The politics is part of this. No matter what you want to say, the politics is part of this.
All right. So
and we don't have the whole notion of all English players on the field, and you want to manage that politics.
So you have.
No matter how you feel about quality, there's going to be something you got to tinker with to make everyone feel good.
All right, and then you're saying that at left you have Kemar Lawrence, at right. Who you playing at the right?
Right is the problem. I throw Braun in there. He hasn't really played a starter game. I don't believe in Alvarez. I don't believe in Fisher there. The last game Fisher played there, he had like 47% possession. Alvarez had 20 turnovers against Costa Rica against a team that's not pressing. I don't feel comfortable with them playing over there.
Javi,
I don't have a good right back.
Teddy Lee is saying that you should throw in Maria Part right back.
I would, but I didn't like how he looked against that Honduran. If the Honduran had better composure in the final third, he would have scored the second time he beat him. He turned him around about three times. Go back and watch the tape.
Yeah, that is true.
About 3 times, run past him. Mariappa on the ball played there is probably our best player, even though his stats was about 7% possession. I mean, percent in terms of pass accuracy. But what he does really well, he's very composed, and he can even go by players. I don't see that by Fisher or Alvarez. The problem with Mariappa is on the defensive end. Yes, he'll be good in the box or defending the box. But look when he's isolated one-on-one, he gets turned, and the kid turned him like 3 times in the second half. And one time he should have scored, and he kicked the ball over the bar. Or when if he was composed, he put in the right-hand corner of the net.
Okay. All right. So we hear that in your midfield, does Grant stay, or Kevin Stewart replaces him?
I think because I have so much offensive players, I can afford to have 2 natural CDM playing there. Stewart is a very, very good tackler, better tackler than Grant. To me, the problem with Grant is this. Grant light up the stats board when you watch him. But Grant can't dribble, and Grant can't progress the ball really well. Grant is very static because he's lost his legs. But he's a very experienced player, very, very smart player, had great football acumen, and that's why he plays so well, know how to draw fouls. I need to progress the ball. Think about our midfield. That's what we do the possession stats, We don't progress the ball really well. Our midfield don't interchange really, really well. The CM and the CDM may interchange somewhat with my 6 and my 8, but look how they get the ball to the person playing in the 10th position. It doesn't happen. Or get the ball to the wingers. It doesn't happen as frequently as it should. So I'm reluctant. What I would like to do is this. You know what? I'm playing almost like a 6-1-3 formation. I don't want Antonio and Bailey to kill themselves. I have 2 CDM in there who are going to cover the blocks, cover off of their right backs, left and right. And I have Roof or Ravel supplying my 3 dynamic people who are playing up front. Gray can score. Bailey can score. Antonio can score. Bailey, especially Gray, covers really well defensively. And if you watch Everton's last game, the passes that were made by Gray were exquisite in terms of how they set up their second goal. So if I have forwards who can pass, who can beat, who have speed, who can get behind the defense, who can shoot from outside the box and can score goals, why wouldn't I play them?
All right.
They have all the attributes I need.
All right. So people hear that. So in midfield, you're going with Gray and Stewart. Grant and Stewart.
Yes. Grant and Stewart. Yes.
And then the 3 in front of them would be Gray, Bailey, and...
So it's either Ravel on Roof and Antonio, Gray, and Bailey.
Antonio, Gray, and Bailey. And then you probably decide... You have to make a choice, Cranky. Ravel or Roof?
Frankly, I'd probably play Ravel because I need to supply my forwards. I need my forwards. No, I need to supply my forwards. I need somebody who doesn't get pressure.
I hear that.
Under pressure.
No, I laugh it because people keep saying that you're giving membership in Ravel's church.
I've always been in Ravel's church. I just don't like Ravel's attitude.
Okay. So you're starting Ravel over. You're starting Ravel over Roof.
Yeah, because I think Ravel's a better midfielder than Roof.
Okay.
Roof is a natural 10. He's a natural 9. Not a natural 10. He can play in that 10 role. He's not a natural 10. Ravel is a natural midfielder. And I need to keep the ball. I keep saying this to people. We are chosen to keep the ball. When you can't keep the ball, it affects you in terms of your stamina. When you're chasing the ball all the time. It affects your team and the continuity. It affects the ability to feel like you're in the game. When you touch the ball a lot, you play ball.
Yeah.
You feel like you're in the game. If you're not touching the ball, you're just chasing people, you lose momentum, you lose interest. It's not the same. You need to have the ball to feel good. And the more balls you get, the more chance you have to do something positive.
Yeah. All right, Cranky. Well said.
I know. You should have your 5 limit. And I extended my
No, man, it's all right, man. It's your birthday, man. It's your birthday. You understand me? So that is why I was looking to see if there would be any battlers because but there have been no battlers. Either all your fans are in here or because it is your birthday, they are being very, very nice to you. But enjoy the rest of your birthday. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. One of the birds told me that you are just 35. Understand me? So big up yourself and keep staying young. Understand me?
All right.
Yeah, man. Bless it, man. Thanks, Cranky. Yeah. All right, people. We have 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes to go. Right. We have 10 minutes to go before we close the stream. Again, please, if you have not yet, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Not only that, here's what you can do for me. Right now, we need. Let me see. We need 26 subscribers to get our subscription up to 1,500. So if you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. You understand me? Right now, you notice we don't have any super chat. So how you support the channel? Just hitting the like button. Very simple. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And yeah, man. Would appreciate that. So yeah, that's Cranky starting 11. So what say you? What do you think? Again, people, I hope that one of the things I want to hope for is that some of these players will understand that we need addition. We need additional players in the team. So when other players come in and other players, take up, other players take their spot, take their position. They don't get upset. They don't get because we need a team to win. I think this El Salvador game is a very pivotal game in the campaign. And if we can win this game, we would be in very, very good position. We would be in a very, very good position in terms of making some advances to go up against when we're going up against the USA. I don't know. I will tell you this. On paper, this USA team is a very good team, but this coach has been rotating and rotating and rotating. There's a lot of rotation with his team, and for some reason, I think we could benefit from some of the rotation. I will also say that they are going to get back Reina in the next window, and they're also going to get back Christian Pulisic. So we could see a stronger US team when they come up against Mexico. When they come up against us in the next round. So we have a lot of work to do. It will not be an easy game against the USA next time around. And so we have to bear that in mind. You understand me? Yeah. I don't think we're gonna lose to El Salvador, I really don't think so. For some reason, I have this feeling like Jamaica, especially with our aerial play. I could see Shamar Nicholson, even if he doesn't start, I could see him having an impact in this game with his height. Because the El Salvadorian defense line is not the tallest. I don't think they have good individual players, but in terms of how they play as a team, they are a very, very good team. Not easy to break down, right? Yep. Big up all the moderators. You understand me, helping me out to keep some discipline. The dean of the school is here, Claudia Hodges. She's one of our moderators. Don't know if she know what it means, but yeah. She asking why she get a because of our you're the dean of the school, Claudia. You need to be a moderator. You understand me? You're a lady. You're the only lady in this thing always in it. So we want to make sure, want to make sure that you're helping to keep us on the right track. Okay. King Javis saying I can't see us losing against El Salvador either. That's what I believe. I think this is a win game for us. In my humble opinion. And Blake is going to have a hard time in goals. They literally hurl missiles at you. Really? Isn't that based on how your defense is set up? as well. Big up Ishmael King, saying that 21 games against El Salvador, 10 wins, 5 losses, 6 draw. Yeah, we have a very, very good record against El Salvador. You said this is a good, but Cranky. But based on your team, if we have the Leon Bailey, according to you, and Damari Gray, then we should be getting a lot of balls in the game. All right. Will Leon Bailey be back? Let me say this. I said it in my video yesterday. I hope that by Monday, Federation, meaning the people in the hierarchy at the JFF, the coaching staff, the team manager meets, and the 27 players they need for this window is that they immediately start contacting them. Remember, I shared with you about the law of power at from the 48 laws of power. I shared with you law 43, sorry. That's how I started the show. I started by sharing what law 43 says. And law 43 says, work on their hearts and the minds of others. And the point I made in that is very simple, that the coach need to call and talk to the players, find out what is going on, not whether they are hurting, but find out what is going on with them mentally and kind of try to win them over from a mental and an emotional perspective. Because let me read what the law of power says as we come to the close of the stream. It says, work on the hearts and the minds of others. See here, it's not my own, it's from the 48 laws of power, right? It says, when it says judgment, it says coercion creates a reaction that will eventually work against you. It says you must seduce others into wanting to move in your direction. It says, and the way to seduce others is to operate on their individual psychologies and weaknesses. It says, soften up the resistance by working on their emotions, playing on what they hold dear and what they fear. Ignore the heart and minds of others, and they will grow to hate you. Listen, you have to create this kind of commitment from players by tapping into what is going on with them. And so if we do that, people, you will see a Leon Bailey, you'll see a Mikel Antonio, you will see a Kevin Stewart, you will see a Damari Gray. I know Owen has been asking if he's available. He can be available for the next window if we want him. Let me put it that way. If we want him, he can be available. He can be available for the next window. The question is, do we want him? Do we want him? Yeah, and this is true, Stan Kroenke. I think when the players in England look at the points table right now and see, watch, we're 6th place on 5 points, 3 points out of 4th place. I think that is going to motivate them to want to turn up. And that is why now the coach needs to call. The coach needs to call them and talk to them. I'm talking about calling the ones that he knows will add to what he wants to accomplish. Because at the end of the day, we may believe somebody is out there or that the coach should call, but if the coach don't want them, what can we do? What can we do? Dr. Hero. All right, let me say it again. If people, I am sure that if Damari Gray is needed by the coach, he can be available for the next window. I am sure. At the end of the day, it is the coaching staff decision today to say, listen, based on what I've seen of this player, I need him in the team right now. And if that is said, he can and will be available. I am sure. I am sure. Agree with you. You know that David Nicholson, you know that you and I share the same opinion. You understand me? But people, again, 26 seconds or so left. If you have not yet, please hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribe to the channel. I want to thank all of you for sticking and staying. Remember, next week, Monday, we have Linval Pala Wilson. We have Andrew Eldama Bailey that will be interviewing. And we have a big defender, former defender in Jamaica. We're going to be interviewing. We have a couple of big coaches, and we have some future reggae girls we want to be talking about and talking to next week, right? Remember, the reggae girls also have a game. We spoke about that earlier. So thank every one of you for joining, for sticking, for staying. Really appreciate it. It is 3 hours exactly. So listen, be safe, stand cranky, blessings on your birthday. You understand me? Enjoy the rest of the day. And anybody else celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you as well. Again, thank you for sticking and staying with me for the 3 hours. Really appreciate it. To all the moderators, thank you so much. Thank you so much for helping to keep the comment section in check and in order. Really appreciate that. All the persons who subscribe, all the persons who call in, thank you. All right, we're working every day to improve the product and what we do, and so we appreciate you a whole lot. We don't have super chat, but you can do a super subscribe and a super like before you go. Be safe, wear a mask, social distance, and remember to sanitize and
Yo, Chaba Dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, yeah, someone on for the food from young, from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.